Hey, Packer fans across the land. Welcome back to MTC Moving the Chains with BMAC and KHTV. And if you guys were here with us live earlier before the game, everything I said about this game, about the slot, slot defense, trying to stop the slot receiver, pretty much happened. It pretty much all happened. I said, hey, if we could contain, we could. I knew Mike Evans was going to go off. I knew he was going to have a good game. Of course, Chris Godwin, we couldn't stop him in the slot. Shea Otten, the tight end, made some big plays. And then, of course, our biggest Achilles heel, stopping the run. Rashad White had a field day on the Green Bay Packers. We are now 6-8 on the season. We still have the seventh spot in the playoff. We still have that seed. Nothing really changed because the Falcons, they lost today, right?
I
Yep, the
think so
Falcons
too. The
lost to the Panthers. The Falcons
Panthers, but
lost to the Panthers.
the Saints won, right? I
Yeah,
think
the
the Saints
Saints
was
beat
7-7.
Tommy DeVito.
So
The
I think the
juice, the
Saints.
Jersey juice.
I
It's
think
finally lost.
I think the Saints might have that 7 seed, right? Because the Buccaneers are 7-7, Saints are 7-7.
Uh,
So I think the Saints might got that number that 7 seed, and we probably like one spot out because we 6-8 now.
not when I was looking at it.
The Vikings are 7-7, right?
Yeah, the Vikings are 7-7.
The Saints are 7-7. The uh the the Bucks are 7-7. They're leading their division. So I think we might be out. No, I think you're wrong. I think we might be knocked out right now off that 7th spot.
Now
I
when I
gotta check the playoff standings.
um now
Can
when I was
you
when
check
I was
the Oh, go ahead.
no, when I was looking at the seeding after the Cowboys got their ass mollywopped by the Buffalo Bills, it still had us in the seventh spot. So I don't know
Then how other Saints are behind us at 7-7 because the
because we
Saints
beat
won
them.
today.
Because we beat them.
So even though that we got a worse record than
Okay,
them,
okay, okay. Yeah. Uh, Big Nate just said that the Packers no longer in the seventh spot.
yeah.
So
So I'm right.
yeah, we're not in the seventh spot.
No. I mean, if we would won today, then we would still be in the 7th spot.
Yeah, yeah. The Rams got it now. The Rams got the seventh spot because they won today.
Fuck.
Yeah, they I forget who did they I was watching the game. Oh, they beat the Commanders.
Yeah, the Commanders.
They beat the Commanders. But yeah, man,
Man.
exactly what I said. Keyshawn Nixon, I knew he wasn't gonna be able to play defense in that slot, man. I just knew it. I knew it. That's why I didn't put no score prediction up. Like I just was like, it's
Mm,
home field advantage. We should we I don't know, man. Just the defense, man, just giving up big play after big play after big play. And I mean, the defense started off pretty good with the forced fumble on Baker Mayfield.
mm,
Um, and I was hoping that we could, get at least another turnover late in the game to
mm,
give us a chance to win. But offense really couldn't
mm.
get anything clicking. Aaron Jones started off hot and then just kind of cooled off. Just wasn't consistent enough with the run game because
Mm.
I was watching Red Zone at the bar, and Big Nate and Big Nate and Packer fan in Vegas know how much I was drinking today. Yeah, the double shot of whiskey, man. Yeah, there
Yeah.
was a lot of whiskey, man, going up today. But yeah, man, at this point, man, Joe Barry got to go, man.
Yeah.
He has to go. Like
He's got yeah.
right now, I'm in Big Nate and Packer fan in Vegas mode right now with this team.
Yeah.
I'm in that mode right now. Sweetheart, hey, baby girl, hey, can you you tall enough? can you go to that cabinet in the kitchen and that big bottle, liquor bottle at the top? Can you grab that down for me with a cup of ice? I'll greatly appreciate it if you did that for me, sweetheart. I love you so much. Um, yeah, Barry gotta go, man. Barry has to
Yeah,
go.
yeah, he's gotta go. He should have been gone
Barry
last
has,
year.
shout out to Patrice Goldberg. Barry has to go. I mean, I understand Jair, who is, one of your biggest defensive backs on the team. He's not available. Uh Quay Walker, man, just let that dude get that touchdown right there, man. It's just like, man. I mean, I don't. It's week after week after week after week.
Tommy DeVito's and made Tommy DeVito look like a
Week
star,
after
and
week.
then made Baker Mayfield look like a star. Two bum ass quarterbacks look
That's
like
what I don't
stars.
understand.
And we
That's what
made
I
Patrick
don't understand.
Mahomes
Yes,
and
that.
Jared
And
Goff
give me
and
a. You know where the glass cups are? Yeah, yeah. And
and
it's an ice
uh,
tray in the fridge.
he made Patrick Mahomes and Jared Goff and Justin Herbert look average, look mortal.
That's what I don't understand.
And all of a
Hold
sudden, we
on, hold
can't
on,
stop
hold on,
Tommy
hold on.
DeVito
We got
and
a special guest in the house. Hold on, we got a special guest in the house. Welcome to the channel
yo.
Higher Point of
What's
View.
going on?
Welcome, Higher Point of View, to the channel. For all of you guys that are watching or will watch this, make sure you subscribe to his channel. He breaks down and analyzes and meticulously puts together these great theories and great points of views, great higher points of views about this Packer team. So feel free to check out his channel and subscribe. Also, tune in to Big Nate's channel. Nate, we need some content from you. We need some content from you and Packer fan in Vegas. So if you guys are tuning in, check out their channels as well. But higher point of view, welcome, man. We've been trying to get you on here, man, and I feel good now that you on here. I don't know. I'm just in a great mood now that you on here, man. Positive energy, positive reinforcement energy right now. Tell me how you feel about this game, man. Tell me how you feel.
We got our ass whooped. Um, you know, it was a mini shootout before it just got out of hand.
Mm.
And just off the top, off the dribble, I think that Joe Barry sold out for trying to like just stop the run. We didn't do bad against the run, but he's like, look, the quarterback ain't gonna run us, and neither is the running back. But he didn't think about like, and then you guys, can we please just look at what we're looking at? Don't just look at it as a
You a
whole.
good
So what
bartender.
you got
That's
is,
all I'm say. You a good bartender.
yeah, hey, what you got is two receivers. One of them is a Hall of Famer, and one of them, just got his 11,000-yard season. Mike Evans, no slouch at all. He's 6'5", and then Godwin, somebody who's almost got it. He's on pace to get 1,000 yards, and he's against a 7th-round pick. And
Yeah,
then he's against just that matchup in itself should have spelled trouble. I did mention it before. I always mention public enemy number 1, 2, 3 whenever I talk about who we playing. And bro, they ate us for lunch, bro. They ate us for lunch. And if we are to go on the playoff run, because it is not. It wouldn't be a surprise by any stretch of the imagination that we could win 3 games in a row.
right.
You know, again, like I've said, football algorithm with a good team is win, 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 loss, win, 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 loss, loss. Like it goes like that sometimes. Am I happy? Fuck no. That shit was it was bad. It was bad, but you gotta still take good out of what we seen, and people are still improving, and yeah, that wasn't
Yeah.
fun to look at all.
Yeah, I was happy that while I was at the bar, they had the red zone on so they could cut away from our embarrassment to other games that look better. Um, we know now that in order for this team to be successfully on the offensive side of the ball, we need AJ Dillon and we need our running backs. We need to take some pressure off of Jordan Love. And I hate saying that because I don't this is exactly what Bernard said at the beginning of the season with with Jordan Love. He said specifically, I hope Matt LaFleur don't force Jordan Love to be this pass-happy quarterback. And we've been forced to do that because our running backs, I mean, A.J. Dillon, besides the last game, breaking his thumb, but, Aaron Jones not being able to be healthy the whole season. All of these practice squad playing running backs, we kept calling up and letting go and calling up and letting go. And I think we gave up some pretty good practice squad players. And what was the other running back you had, sir, earlier today, Bernard?
Goodson.
Goodson. I think if Goodson would have still been on his team,
Big mean.
yeah. I think if Goodson would have still been on his team, especially in a situation like this, I think he would have been good in a game like this. You know what I'm saying? But now that we don't have him and you bringing in all these other guys and a hurt Aaron Jones, no Christian Watson, which really changes our offensive outlook when we going out there on the field, because now that defense on the other side of the ball could just line up and man on anybody, because these guys are not proven receivers. And based off of what Christian Watson did last year, showing the NFL world that he can be a great threat, you know what I'm saying, kind of slows this offense down. No tight end with Luke Musgrave to kind of help stretch the field a little bit, kind of hurt us. And then, we not giving our wide receivers a chance to stretch the field. Like, Matt, you got to see what these guys can do when you in these type of games. Like, you basically turned this game into sideline to sideline offense. You can't win games like that. You just seen that it worked against the Cowboys today with the Buffalo Bills, because that's all they did was run sideline to sideline on them all night.
They got smacked around.
And then, this defense, you got 9 first-round guys, man. 9 first-round picks with this defense, and you got a defensive coach that don't know how to coach first rounders. That's what it is.
How many right now, though? Again, I ain't never blaming injuries. How many of those 9 actually played today? I mean, we have Rashawn.
That's true. I give you that. Not only that, how many of the guys that we had out of that 9 playing today that was banged up? I don't think Quay Walker was healthy. I don't think Devondre Campbell was 100%. I mean, but that's what you would expect. I mean, that's what every team in the season right now. Just to answer TR question, I know you like, when y'all gonna answer my goddamn question, fellas? We about to answer it now. TR, KH, and BMAC, are either you really surprised at how the year has gone? No, because I was kind of pretty much expecting this.
Yeah,
I was pretty much expecting this. I just, what's the what the thing it is. You know what it's about, TR. It's expecting it, but not seeing how it will look. That's where it got me. That's where it got everybody puzzled. Like, I could see us not being a very good winning football team, but the way it looks like we much worse than the record that we have. Watching the game like this, Baker Mayfield has never won in Lambeau until today. When he played for the Rams, he lost in Lambeau. When he played for the Browns, he lost in Lambeau.
So, how do y'all feel? I didn't feel either time. Sorry, too. I didn't feel either time. How do y'all feel about LaFleur's aggressiveness? I like it when he's aggressive, but the times that he was, bro, that first one, take the 3, first drive, like, we ain't tripping. It's going to go back for many times and we missed it. But, in hindsight, they fucked up and we ended up getting it again. But he did it again, went for it on 4th. And I don't know if he was just equipped to do that.
What you just said right there, he's not equipped to do it. When you don't got your best 11 out there, you really taking a risk on trying to do a 4th down play. You got to have the right personnel out there. You know what I'm saying? And every time he goes for it on 4th, it's a risk he's really taking. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it might work out because we playing against lesser teams than we are. Is when as far as you looking at talent or whatever situations that team might have going on with them with injuries or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But it's a risk with the Packers, man. It's a risk, and about the aggressiveness of being aggressive. At this point in time, I would rather Matt LaFleur be aggressive throughout these next 4 games, these next 3 games. Like, fuck it. You got Joe Barry on the other side coaching the defense, man. Fuck it. If he ain't gonna perform, if he ain't gonna get them guys ready on defense, then we might as well start going for it on 4th down a lot more often so we could keep that damn defense off the field. Because
He
what they
got 3
doing out
weeks.
there, man, giving up too many. Like, I think the Packers last year led the league in chunk plays, big plays, giving up on 3rd and 8, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 15, and we just giving up 20, 28, 29, 30 yards. Like, come on.
Bad.
Come on.
The corners are still all off. Like, yards. Their corners are playing like yards. Eyes are right at.
It has to be like that. It has to be like that because you can only scheme up your defense to bend but not break. And you got to think what Joe Barry is dealing with. He don't have Jair out there that can, you know what I'm saying, point out something on the defensive side of the ball that might not look right. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Hey, Rudy, come up, man. Come up. You know what I'm saying?
Rasul was great with that.
Exactly. And now you don't have that kind of command on the defense. You kind of leaving it up into the rookies' hands, your healthy guys that you got out there, and they not going to be able to read every offensive scheme like Rasul would or Jair would. You know what I'm saying? These guys are just.
And look, again, with all due respect, Valentine, hey, doing good for, where you were selected at and how you just had to step up and play in this game. But look at who they were matched up against. And we were weak in our slot corner. And that dude ate today too. He ate our ass up too. They all got a good piece of us, bro. They all did. And, when you really look at it on paper, I mean, if you're being really logical, you'd be like, oh, of course it hurts. That's the team we rooting on. But, man, clearly there's levels to this shit. Valentine cannot hang with 2 dogs like that right now. Now, if we just played a team with 1 good receiver, okay, he going to get his a little bit. But when you got 2 guys like that and the slot dude want to do something and you got the running back catching 30-yard touchdown from the fucking backfield, we sold out to stop the run and they kicked our ass everywhere else,
Yeah, man. Poor tackling by the defense, a lot of miscommunication. I mean, I could get Baker Mayfield out of my system. I can. But that damn Tommy DeVito game still got me by the throat, man. Still got me punched in the stomach by that. I mean, that was a game we should have won. But, just focusing on this game, I don't know what game plan Matt was thinking about. I mean, and you're right. Those receivers are some studs. I knew they was going to be difficult to deal with. I even called it out at the beginning of the earlier in the live earlier today that Keyshawn Nixon sucks in the slot, man. I just knew they was going to attack that shit all game. I just knew it. I just seen it coming. Like, you don't want to. That's what pisses me off about the Tommy DeVito game, because that last play, that receiver running across the field on Nixon, it's going to open the rest of the teams we play eyes when we play them now.
It was probably already open.
Probably, you're right. It was.
That's not the spot, but that's all we got right there. That's not the, It's hard. It's hard, and he make his little plays too, like he did the pick in Kansas City. Everybody forgot about that by now. We just talking about this game. But yeah, bro, he's not a solid, consistent option at slot, So, on a
Did
better
Reed
note,
get
Stokes
hurt?
was out there.
Did Reed
Who?
get hurt in that game, in today's game?
Uh if not, I think he was somewhat limited anyway because of the injury he had. But I think he did get hurt, if I can remember.
Oh yeah. Okay, this liquor's starting to get me in Packer fan in Vegas mode.
Yeah, this is the ugliest loss of the year.
TR says, can the Packers win these final 3 games? If so, will this season be a success at 9-8? What you think, Bernard?
It depends on if you make the playoffs. Like if you go 9-8 and miss on the playoffs, it matter. Yeah, it will be positive. Will win last year. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's the smart stuff, but it all depends on if you make the playoffs. You know what I mean? We gotta make the playoffs for this to be a successful season. If you playoffs and go 9-8, then in my opinion, that's not a successful year.
At this point, I don't even want to see this team in the playoffs because it's going to leave a sour taste in my mouth just knowing we got a playoff loss.
You're right.
I mean, yeah, it'd be good business for the Packers because they got the draft coming up. You know what I'm saying? It's a good look to kind of bring some light to the fan base, but I mean 9-8.
I mean, if we got one more and finish 8-9 record, we finished this last year or so.
I would rather finish with a winning record. I would rather finish with a winning record. But
Rodgers' first year, we went 6-10. Would you consider that a failed year in his first year as a starter?
Well,
go ahead.
Sorry. So the answer, TR, can they win the final 3 games? I'm just going to say absolutely. Yeah. And even more so that we just lost 2 in a row. Now, weeks ago, I said we got to go 4-2. Is this the way we thought we would go 4-2? God damn it, no. That's why it's any given Sunday. But we can definitely win the next 3 games in a row. Given, the ball might have to bounce our way, a few times, which is just the game anyway. And then would the season be a success at 9-8? Yes, because we're on pace. I mean, we're just long as we got better than last year. And this is not only just exchanging the quarterback. It's a whole new offense. And it took Matt LaFleur a minute to figure out how to do this. And then I don't know. He coaching blues. Today wasn't his best game plan. So, but yeah, I think that would be a success too, because all they're going to do is compare him to Aaron's numbers. And I'm just glad that they're almost even, or his is a little better, because people are going to try to use any kind of reason to knock Jordan Love down. So I got to have bullet points to be giving niggas, when they start talking about Love again.
Yeah. I agree with that, man. I mean, Jordan has been very exceptional this year, even with all of the injuries that we've suffered on the offensive side of the ball, Bakhtiari, Elton Jenkins, even, some of the young guys being banged up, even with our tight ends being hurt, not fully healthy, Christian Watson not being fully healthy, young receiving core, and for him to still put up, what he had, 20-something touchdowns, over 20-something touchdowns, and over 3,000 yards passing. Hey.
5 and 25 and 11 now. So
yeah, credit to Packer fan in Vegas. Packer fan in Vegas said he could see Jordan Love throwing around 30 touchdowns his first year. I didn't see it, but hey, he's seen it. So shout out to Packer fan in Vegas for calling that one, man. Shit, I didn't think Jordan Love. I thought it would be more of a struggle his first year. But yeah, if there's one change that needs to be made this offseason, it's definitely Joe Barry. It is definitely Joe Barry. I mean, this is been a continuance of not being able to stop the run. It's been a continuance of not being able to get off the field on third down. You know, it's been a continuance of giving up big chunk plays, guys playing off on press coverage. And I understand why he does that, because he wants to play the sticks. That's Joe Barry's defense. Keep everything in front of me. I don't want to see guys get burnt. And an indication of that was Keyshawn Nixon. And when he tried to play press today, we seen the results of that. Dude's getting burnt. So it's a reason why Joe Barry is having guys play off, because they struggle in press coverage. You know, guys are beating them. They get in space to catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? Just not being like Matt LaFleur said, they gotta have great eyes. You gotta have great eyes, man, if you're gonna play DB. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the training staff is doing with this team. The coaching staff. I mean, I know it was a short week. We played Monday night, have to come play an early Sunday game. And of course, Matt LaFleur said everything was a walkthrough this week. It wasn't really no practice like that. It was just guys trying to get healthy. So,
okay, a couple missing things is, of course, Rasul being out, but again, that was a trade, so it was something that was on purpose, so we can't use that as why we going through what we going through now. But Jerry Gray being gone this year, he kind of had I was mad when he got let go. Matt, sometimes he's too nice. Oh, I'll let my coaches go. Sometimes, hey, Belichick one day was like, hey, you ain't going somewhere this year. You probably could go next year. If you're under contract, why is we getting rid of, these people? Maybe we do need a Nathaniel Hackett type. He's too nice. I mean, I know you want somebody to go get a bag, but man, we need better coaching, bro. We need better wide receiver coaching, better defensive backs coaching. I would even still say better defensive line coaching. We've been, sticking with him for a while. So,
Yeah. I mean, I was expecting a lot more out of Devontae Wyatt coming to this team. And only because Slayton was going to be lined up next to him, and I thought that Kenny Clark, Slayton, and Devontae Wyatt was going to do some damage this year. And I guess it's just, I don't know. Maybe Wyatt is having injury issues. It was a few games he didn't play. Few games he had low snap count. I'm like, why is he not getting in? And it's the nature of the Green Bay Packers, man. Like, we really don't be using our guys. You see every other team using their guys
to the 10th power. Look at Debo. Hey, one thing about Shanahan, he uses them to the point to where they blowing their knees out every year. Shanahan uses, Christian McCaffrey, they were saying, oh, he was injury prone coming out of Carolina. Shanahan's got to be careful with him. I'm like, no, he's not. Hey, he's still running them.
Shout out to Christian McCaffrey for the 50 fantasy points today. Shout out to Christian McCaffrey for the 50 fantasy points today. Really appreciate it. And Sam Laporta.
I had a bye week this week.
Sam Laporta for the 29 fantasy points today. We are now 13-2 in a fantasy league with the big money pot. And it's on to the playoffs, baby. That's what Dak almost cost me today, though. Dak, you almost cost me today, man. Ooh,
Got be down. Got be down.
I was sweating. But what did Big Nate say? Jair Alexander should just rehab and come back next. Hey, I was thinking the same thing, Big Nate. I was like, I would shut him down. That back is, I don't know. That's a tough injury to try to get over, man. Having a bad back, that's. I would shut him down, man. I mean, you got the young guys already playing. Might as well give them some more experience. But if there's playoff implications on the line, Jair has to play. He just has to.
Carolina gonna tell us everything, y'all. Carolina's gonna answer every question we got to our season. That game. Should we continue on or shut it down? After that game, we gonna know exactly what to do. Because if they come in and do some bullshit, you know, it's trouble.
I'm just going week by week with this team.
Shout out to Patrice Goldberg. I'm happy you. If Joe Barry keeps doing what he's doing with the defense, the Packers will not be going to the playoffs. That's my gut feeling. Go ahead, Bernard. My bad.
Right now I'm just week by week because again, this season told us we can beat anybody, we can lose to anybody. And we beat the Chiefs next week. We lost to Tommy DeVito Giants, so it's an interesting week for me with this team. And let's see how they respond. We should beat the Panthers, but again, I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic.
Great answer.
Hey, that's the right approach to take.
Perfect.
I'm not going to disagree with that. That's the right approach to take. It's just right now I don't give a damn about being a prisoner of the moment with what I've seen with this team, and that's just not how you want to go out there and play football games, man. Just
it was ugly.
It was
that was the
ugly,
worst game, bro. That was the worst game of the season, and we had some other bad games too, but that was the worst, bro.
Yeah,
That was worse than the DeVito.
You ain't lying.
To me, Tommy DeVito's worse because you should never lose to a backup.
I gotta side
Those
with
they were
fans.
slicing
I gotta
us
side
up.
with higher point of view because we took the lead at the end of the game. At the end, we battled back. This game, we ran out of gas, man. We
It
stopped
hurt.
20 and didn't do anything else to even
That's true.
compete.
It hurt.
Yeah, that's
It was
true.
one of them fights, like it was one of them fights when they both just start firing at each other, and it's like it's looking close, but then somebody just hit that one, and you don't know they go. We went down, man. They caught us, and we could not get up, bro. We couldn't stop bleeding.
Yeah.
God damn, that
Exactly how
slap
it looked.
when he got us on that long one, that screen, that shit killed me. The running back, he did out of 30 yards. That was woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rashad White had a good game. He had a great game. I agree Barry has to go, but we need more talent on D. What position needs to be improved? All of them.
Safety.
Yeah, safety for real. Yeah, safety.
And corner.
Yeah, corner. Dang, we wanted. You know what's funny about this team? We one of the teams that draft a shitload of DBs, and some of them be great, and we give them away. I'm like, damn, I'm still mad about Micah Hyde and Casey Hayward. Still pissed off about that.
Swiss Army knife. Hyde did it all. He was running kicks, backs, interceptions, everything.
I'm mad about Razul. Like y'all went in. The guy
balling.
All of the shit that Razul did is gonna be in Packer history forever. And we let him go. We traded him off.
Same thing we did with Micah Hyde and
for a third rounder. And it wasn't even a third because we gave him a 5. So I don't know if you want to subtract. So I don't know what kind of rounder it was. We gave up a 5 and they gave us a 3. I get it, Goop, but damn, that one hurt, bro. And if you look at locker room interviews, it hurt everybody. And nobody's seeing that coming, bro. Even he thought it was a joke. That was a tough one, bro. He was the leader.
You're right. It's players like that in situations like that where you give away or you trade a guy that's the nucleus to the locker room that's going to galvanize the guys, to play up to the potential that they could play, and you just throw it out the window.
I don't think they like his mouth, bro. I don't know.
That's why Roger said when he said about treating you veteran players good.
Even Kylan Hill, it wasn't about on the field. He had an attitude problem. And then Rasul, I know Goo was like, look, he is good, but he just went off in the locker room because we had just lost before Rasul got cut. So he probably was in the locker room cursing everybody out. That's what they need. Nobody's doing it now. But we got the 3rd round pick for him. So hopefully Goo does something with that damn pick. But I was not happy about that. Leadership is a big thing. We have now who's the leader, bro? We don't have none on the team. We got silent killers.
You would say Kenny Clark, but
too quiet.
Exactly. When you hear the players talk about, when you hear the team or players talk about Kenny Clark, oh, he's a leader, but he's soft spoken.
Hey, if he had, put Mike Daniels voice box and Kenny Clark jersey, and we'll be fine. But
You know what?
Mike Daniels used to be talking shit. I used to love it. I'm like, hell yeah,
You seen the tweet that he put out, right? You seen the tweet Mike Daniels put out about how the Packers, like, he don't understand how there's no vocal leaders or anything like that. Like, that's why they got rid of him, because he was a vocal leader. Like, oh, Mike Daniels talking too much. Like,
seen that.
I wish he was still in the locker room now, man.
And Rasul was the same kind of guy. And Kylan Hill, outspoken. Hey, I'm sorry, Kylan Hill better than, he better than Emmanuel Wilson. And he was a gem, bro, out of Mississippi State, one of the spots we go to. He just got hurt on a kick return. They always putting people who shouldn't be there. That's Amari's fault that Kylan got hurt, because we just like, let's try somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Man, this team, I'm in my Packer fan in Vegas mode now. This team
ain't shit.
Matt the Packers were never the Packers
run around here praising Matt LaFleur for what he doing. He ain't shit. He ain't gonna never win a damn Super Bowl.
Fuck this
team.
This is what I'm talking. This ain't no winning. This ain't no winning team. This ain't how this team's supposed to win. This ain't my Packers. This ain't my Packers. I was born and raised in this shit. I know what it's like. I know what it's like. Can't nobody tell me.
I want a Super Bowl. I want a Super Bowl, goddammit. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. I want a Super Bowl.
13 years. 13 years.
No damn Super Bowl. 13 years. 13 years? Shit. This team ain't ready for nothing. This team garbage.
Vegas tells it how it is, man. I mean, we gotta respect his.
Shout out to Packer fan in Vegas, man. Shout out to Packer fan in Vegas, man.
Yeah, man. Like, he's right, man. Like, we never gonna win a Super Bowl with Matt LaFleur. Never.
Man, we be having everything right in front of us, right there, and we just squander it off, time after time after time. Like, and it be the same mistakes.
So listen, though, do we need a new DC and keep LaFleur? Everybody gotta go, or what? Like, I
don't know. They're not gonna let go Matt LaFleur. I think he's gonna stay for one more year.
Like, what's the answer?
I'm cautious on Matt LaFleur. I don't think Matt LaFleur should be let go from what Goot has given him. Remember, Goot let a lot of good things walk out of the door on the offensive side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I think Matt LaFleur's job is safe. I think some of these coaches we have, I think a lot of them are going to be gone. Remember, Matt LaFleur tried to get his brother to come over here, and he got turned down. His brother said, fuck no. So I think there's going to be a lot of coaches on this coaching staff fired. I think we're going to keep the offensive coordinator. I think we're going to keep him. I think he needs another year, and I think Matt LaFleur is going to give it to him, because him and Matt are the only two guys that understand the players on this offense. You know what I mean?
Do you think Matt should be calling plays?
Yes. I think that's what needs to change, because we seeing it with McCarthy over there with Dak Prescott. McCarthy's calling the plays. It wasn't successful today, but the last previous weeks, McCarthy has had Dak looking like an MVP candidate, right? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think the defensive coaches, I think all of them need to be fired. All of them. Joe Barry and whoever he got on his staff, clean it out.
Montgomery too.
They got to go. Offensive line coach, I think maybe we keep him, maybe we don't. But for the most part, I just think that the Green Bay Packers have been doing so much mixing and matching with this offensive line, with the injury to Bakhtiari, which had really changed the offensive line. I think if Bakhtiari would have been healthy, I think we'd be a lot more successful. I think we probably win maybe 2 or 3 more games. We'll probably have a better record than what we have now if Bakhtiari was healthy. So just saying that kind of gives me the feeling that Bakhtiari ain't gonna lead the Packers next year. I think he gonna stay. I think he wants to stay. So I would love for the offensive line coach to still be around. You know what I mean? Because with Elton Jenkins, they give Sean Ryan some more run. They fix up the right side a little bit in the offseason or in the draft. See how how his health is. Still draft the left tackle.
We have to.
Still draft the left tackle. Better yet, go get one in free agency. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going into this next offseason, I'm bringing a shitload of off the left tackles to camp. I'm bringing
Either that,
right tackles.
either that.
I'm flooding the whole damn camp with offensive linemen, bro.
We're gonna have a choice to get one or get a safety. Either which one, we're gonna get either one in free agency, wide receiver, safety, or lineman, and in the draft. So I don't know which route they're gonna go with each position. You know,
That's that. I mean, but
what's more important on the totem pole?
Just based off of what Goot said when he first got the job, I'm still gonna keep some of the Ted Thompson draft tactics. So I'm already expecting us to either we probably gonna go offensive line or probably safety, probably defense again, maybe a defensive lineman, because just seeing what the Eagles did with Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, those guys have fallen off. They can't stay healthy, and the Eagles are expecting them to fill a big void. You know what I'm saying? And they struggling right now. So
they got rid of Hargrave.
Exactly. So I think
gave them to them, and then give them to them motherfuckers.
Yeah, to the San Francisco 49ers.
Like, come on, and they getting Chase Young. Like, what's going on?
Man,
like, what's going on over there, McCaffrey?
I'm gonna tell you what it is. Disgruntled, big time players on sorry teams want to go win.
What about John Lynch? You gonna give him any credit?
That's what it is. You got a guy that played defense who knows how to talk to guys that play defense.
And how they just keep getting these coordinators. I know it's a marriage, but coordinator after coordinator, they getting cats jobs. They getting everybody jobs. Shanahan gave the half NFL jobs, including us.
They're doing their jobs. That's what it is. He's doing
D'Amico Ryans.
That's why I was so happy that TR brought this up about the Packers looking towards how the 49ers operate by going to get one of their guys to fill in for Mark Murphy once he leaves. So you bring that type of culture over here, and trust and believe me, it's going to be a work in progress, because we might not see Kenny Clark. We might not see Jair. You understand what I'm saying? We might not see those guys here no more. Why? Because the previous regime of the Packers right now has worn those players out. You already paid them. So when you bring in a new GM, a new president, a lot of things are going to change. A lot of things. So
and both of those, again, I love them both. But both of those guys in the draft, Jair and Kenny Clark, a little smaller, but damn, he a little smart. He getting hurt, you know? Like, we need more. We need Rasul and somebody else in order for Jair to flourish like he can. But when he doing everything, he just get hurt, bro. You can't overwork that kid. I don't know. The shoulders. This is the second time the shoulder injury came up every year, bro. And we paying him a lot.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we are. And with the defensive coordinator job being up for grabs. I don't know who the Green Bay Packers are looking at, but it got to be somebody way better than Joe Barry, man.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be. I mean, this is feeling like Don Capers 2.0. And Dom was good in his early years. Dom was good in his early years. And just look at this. I like this comment a lot from Packers fan 12. It better not make the playoffs. If they sneak in the playoffs, of course Joe Barry is gonna be back.
I said this morning.
Yep. He's gonna be back.
That's my feel. So I'm with KH. I probably don't want to make the playoffs, so Joe Barry.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of this guy, man. The time is now. He has to fucking go. I mean, we keep repeating this cycle of his 0-16 defense when he was with the Lions. Like, who did the scouting report on hiring this guy? Was it Matt LaFleur?
That's what I'm saying. Hey, we're gonna have to look at Matt LaFleur's because again, somebody he's gonna hire is probably gonna be somebody he's worked with before. I wish Wade Phillips would unretire. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Wade. Because I don't know, bro.
Ryan.
Or either an old vet or a young up and coming dude. Not nobody in the middle of their shit. Where I don't need nobody in the middle of their shit. A young up and comer defensive coordinator or a guy established like a Rex Ryan. Not saying Rex Ryan's gonna jump off doing what he's doing, but just like that type. I need that aggressiveness with this defense. Put Rashawn and LVN. Let them wreak havoc.
Exactly, man.
Move them around.
See, this is the thing. Preston Smith. This whole year. Preston Smith, right? Preston Smith. This whole year. Snap count. Rashawn Gary, his injury. Snap count. Luke Van Ness, young guy. Snap count. So what the Packers are doing, they're working all these young guys in the whole game. And some of these guys, they get put in situations on his defense where they just not prepared for it. That's when you got a guy like Keyshawn Nixon on there out there just don't know how to why are we still putting him playing the slot? Because that's the best player we got out there to play the position.
And the defensive back coach is just not. He ain't like Jerry Gray, bro. Again, there was a story report came out. Jerry Gray literally cursed them niggas out after the game. Cursed them out. And after that, they played ball. Hey, after that, we went and did that to Miami.
Man, we haven't really been seeing this team be ball hawks out there in the passing game
at all.
We was ball hawks last year. Last year, we was ball hawks. Now, I will say this about this defense, this secondary. This secondary is wait, did Baker Mayfield throw over 300 yards today?
Yeah.
So that's 2 games we didn't give up 300 passing yards.
We gave him the most he ever threw in this whole season.
Yep. This was his first time winning in Lambeau. He had lost I think the previous 2 times he came to Lambeau when he was with the Browns and with the Rams. So he finally got a win. But to answer this question, what players are going to be let go this offseason? I believe that Samori Toure will probably be let go. Probably a couple of offensive linemen might be let go. We might let go. Darnell Savage might be gone.
One of the running backs.
A.J. Dillon, this is his last year on his contract. He might not be back, but I think the Packers are going to bring him back just based off of how he held it down while Aaron Jones was hurt. So I believe A.J. will be back probably on maybe a 3-year deal, $15 million or something like that.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying? He only getting paid $5 for on this rookie contract. So I believe he'll be back on a small deal, and they'll probably front load it to make him to persuade him to come back. He'll probably have maybe a $6-7 million signing bonus, and then the rest will be made up in those 3 years of the contract. Defensively, a lot of the guys that we picked up, a lot of the guys we picked up for the secondary might be let go. You know what I'm saying? Some of them might be pushed to the practice squad. Yeah.
They say we'll save a lot if we get rid of Campbell, but I'm not sure if we are ready to do that yet.
Shit, Bryce Young played his best game today.
Hey, one thing Joe Barry does, he's bad against backup type quarterbacks. He's bad against them. He's bad against them. Y'all remember last year?
And we've seen it. We've seen it, man.
Baker is pretty much a backup, and Tampa Bay's just in shambles because they lost Brady. But Baker is pretty much a backup in his league. I mean, he's decent. He's average. He's not above average, bro. He's not, bro.
I mean,
he played like a franchise quarterback against us today. So
that's the
so
thing.
did Bailey Zapp. Hey, we put Bailey Zapp on the map last year. Wasn't nobody talking about him? They almost beat us, or did they beat us?
They almost
no. It was close.
It was close.
Man, come on, we struggling with him.
But we lost. We lost to Sam Howell last year. We lost to Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson last year.
Zach Wilson.
We lost to Daniel Jones.
This year, Desmond Ridder. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Maybe we should.
We shouldn't have lost that game.
Maybe we should ask the NFL to tell maybe we should tell the NFL to give us a schedule of all good quarterbacks to play.
For real.
Probably. I mean, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, if he can do great, Patrick Mahomes. He make Patrick Mahomes look human.
That's why it's any given Sunday, though, y'all. It's 11 moving parts every play. Anybody could be anybody at the given time, bro. So the next 3 weeks, hey, again, backs against the wall. This is really playoff time now, for real for us. And if we don't wipe, again, I'll take any victory, but we need to wipe Carolina with the floor. If Joe Barry cannot watch them, they're gonna do some runs with that motherfucker. They're gonna do some runs with Bryce Young,
bro. That's gonna be the game.
You're gonna make Bryce Young look like
Colin against this decent secondary. Just run the ball out of the backfield. You'll pick up about 25.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? So are we playing in Carolina?
Tommy DeVito look like Tom Brady.
Hey, is it in Lambeau, Bernard? You know that?
No,
Who, the Panther? No, I think it's on the road, right?
On the road.
Woo!
Carolina.
We got 2 more road games, and
we got 2 road games and then 1 home game against Chicago to end the year. And I don't know, man. I won't be shocked if Chicago beats us, because
Chicago might get us. I can see Justin Fields running on us that last game just to
don't say that.
To keep his job. Trust me, Justin Fields gonna try to play these next few games.
Hey, bro, ain't nothing he could do. Hey, the Bears are so retarded, bro. Ain't nothing he could do to keep his job. They've already moved on from him. They're gonna trade him for a pick.
Browns game was crazy. I couldn't believe that
dude. Hey, he's got talent, bro.
Hey, Justin Fields gonna come to play in that game. Trust me.
He is.
And it's gonna be at home. It's gonna be at home for the Packers, our last home game of the season. He gonna try to spoil it, bro.
Again, it's still the Chicago Bears at the end of the day. They're gonna cough one up to us, and we still own them. So I'm just
Carolina it came at the perfect time. If we beat Carolina, it's like, okay, 2 more games left. We got a puncher's chance in each one. If you really want to say that, I think we got a better chance, and then that's that. But clearly, if we lose the Carolina case closed, and the Rams, even though we beat them with the tiebreaker, now they might have a goddamn better record than us. Like we gotta, we gotta beat Minnesota. Absolutely.
And much respect to Baskowski Productions, huge Packer channel on the internet. On YouTube. I get it, bro. You doing all these videos or all these scenarios where the Packers could get in, but it's sometimes it ain't meant to happen, man. This is the NFL.
I do like Sideline Scoop. You guys check him out.
Yeah. I fucks with Sideline Scoop too. But Baskowski, I know you doing all of these videos. Our chances of getting in the NFL and who wins and who loses. It's the NFL, man. They already know how this thing gonna turn out.
Man,
they already know how this thing gonna turn out, man.
And again, if we do,
hope we don't wind up in the playoffs and have to play against the Mike McCarthy Cowboys.
Oh,
Or the
It'll be
Niners.
dude,
that'd be
San
such
Francisco.
an
San
ironic thing to
Francisco is gonna expose us.
Hey,
that'll
you
be
gonna change
so
O tackles against San Francisco?
that will be full circle if we wind up playing against the Cowboys in the playoffs in the wild card round.
I'd rather the Cowboys instead of the Niners, man. Because if we run to the Niners in the first round, it's over.
Yeah, Shanahan got LaFleur's number on speed dial, on butt dial. He got it on everything. You know, like he owns them for now.
Nick Bosa and Bryce Young are gonna be tearing Jordan Love's heads off.
Well,
Head off, man.
Nick Bosa got hurt today.
Oh, he did. Oh,
yeah, he was just standing up, and Kyler Murray pushed the defender. That was like after the play was still, I guess the defender was still going, and Bosa was just standing up, and Kyler Murray pushed the lineman. The lineman fell and
not
rolled
now,
over on his
Packer
ankle.
fan. Not now,
Rolled
Packer
over
fan.
on Bosa ankle, and Bosa went down.
Hey,
not now.
so
Maybe in the next 5 years.
hey, I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna mix it up for y'all a little bit. How confident are y'all in Jordan Love? You just mentioned the dude, KH. You said Kyler Murray. Right now, who you got, a Kyler Murray or a Jordan Love? I think Kyler got more to offer. I don't know what Arizona did again. He's a lot smaller, but that boy can move, bro. He can get it done.
I'm going with Kyler just because of
experience. He got
hurt again. He got hurt today.
Oh, Kyle. Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's it.
And it looked like a little small tackle too. It looked like he kind of just fell wrong, and it looked like he got a back issue because he went right up to the tent. And after that,
gonna try to ship him off.
I seen him bring in a backup quarterback who started playing against the Niners. Well, if that's the case, then shit. If Fields saying he don't want to be in Chicago, then hey, we'll take the W. Give it to us if you can. Throw the game if you can, Fields. If you watch,
who knows? He probably want to ball out, so a team can pick him up. So maybe he wants to ball out, so a team can pick him up. Maybe.
But I think he showed too much already. It ain't been his fault. He been against some good competition too. Chicago been hanging in there, even if they lost. They've been hanging in there with certain big teams too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out to FYF Sports Debates. Shout out to my homeboy Lamont. Shout out to FYF Sports Debates. They're having a basketball debate right now on YouTube. You can run over there and check it out. They having a top 10 right now going at it. But shout out to FYF Sports Debates. How confident do y'all feel about Matt LaFleur next season? Do you think this offense will be better than it was from what we see now? Or do you think it'll still be the same type of thing with these young receivers, especially Christian Watson being banged up as much as he's been, saying that he spent over $20,000 to rehab his injuries? How do y'all feel about this offense next season, especially with Aaron Jones and his health issues going into next season, along with this offensive line and a banged up Bakhtiari? How do y'all feel about next season with Matt LaFleur?
Yeah, I think I think it should be fine based on what we saw this year. It should be fine. It should take another. I think it could take another step of progression, but I don't know. I don't trust Matt LaFleur in his play calls sometimes.
I think our schedule is going to be much difficult next year, and I think Matt LaFleur is going to struggle a lot more than he did this year, because I think we got to play against the NFC West next season.
To play devil's advocate, we just said maybe the NFL need to schedule us the hard team so we can show up every week as the underdog. You know, for real. That's where I'm at right now.
Well, against the Chiefs, we were the underdog, and we showed up and showed out.
Just curious, who would y'all want as defensive coordinator next year. I mean, Belichick might be leaving the Patriots.
Belichick.
That would be a
Staley,
dream.
Brandon
He
Staley
like
might be.
control though. He like control, bro. I don't know if
No.
Green Bay giving enough control for Belichick. He likes to
Right,
control everything.
right. He gonna be like, make me
Unless
the
he's at
GM and the
that point where
defensive
he's like, hey,
coordinator.
I'm 68, 69. Let me just call the defense. I could do that. Quay, let me look at their defense. He's very good at acknowledging talent, but I don't see him playing a lesser role like that unless he really wants to stick it to Robert Kraft and really, because again, Brady left and got a ring. That's
Right.
still got to be getting to him. So he want to leave Robert. I don't know. That's a dream to me. He ain't coming to
He's probably
Green
going
Bay.
to the Chargers. To Chargers to work with.
Well, I mean, that's the rumors going around, and of course, the Chargers are going to have the cachet to give Belichick whatever he wants. They probably just
Everything.
open door policy for you, Bill. Whatever you want
Everything.
coming through this door, we got it. We gonna provide. We gonna let you do it. So, I mean, yeah, I can see the Chargers doing that, but that locker room is kind of falling apart. I mean, he'll have Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa, so that's something to work with on the defensive side of the ball. But they're gonna have to let Belichick
I don't
be
think Bill Belichick's not gonna take. Bill Belichick's not gonna take no back seat to.
He ain't gonna take the job unless he's the head coach and the GM.
Yeah, unless he's just at that level, like, I don't want control, so I could just call defense. We don't know where he at, but if it's Belichick, he likes to control
take full responsibility, and the Packers got enough money to give him to come over here and just be a defensive coordinator, then hey, try to make an offer. You know what I mean?
And behind the scenes,
I'm pretty sure Belichick, knowing that he's stepping on holy ground when he comes to the Green Bay Packers.
And he could be a consultant too at the same time.
Right.
As far as the draft, and of course they're gonna ask him. They will have to ask him for his input, But again, that's a dream to me, bro. I would love.
That's a dream. You're right.
Yeah.
That's a dream.
So let's think realistic.
I don't know. Hold on. Wait. Remember, maybe he can help us with Spygate too, and help us win some games. With Spygate, just saying,
Spygate too.
Just saying.
Well, no.
Never know.
I mean, I guess I'm waiting for one of these reporters in the Green Bay press conference to ask Matt LaFleur who is he looking at a defensive coordinator for next season. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the questions I'll ask. Like, hey,
they asked him something close. They asked him something close to that, and LaFleur did not disagree. He said, we're going to look at everything. He did not say, no, absolutely not. He had every chance to say right there, like, no, I'm sticking with my guys. He said, hey, I got to look at it,
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but, hey, 3 more to go, man.
3 more to go. Let's see what happens.
This is a long season, man. This is a long season. We got a couple weeks of December, holiday football, and then January.
Favorable schedule, no matter how you slice it. Favorable schedule for us. We could get this done,
Yes. Hey, we thought
that with the Packers got to do it. The Packers got to go there and do it.
We thought that with the Giants. We thought that with the
We thought that with the Bucks. We thought that with the Giants.
With the Buccaneers.
We thought that with the Raiders.
That's the thing. I think we have so much. I don't want to say faith. I'm gonna say we have so much put in to Matt LaFleur's offense that we think it's gonna pop. You know what I'm saying? One of these days, and it really didn't happen except in the first week of the season when we played against the Chicago Bears.
Hey, but look, certain point, this is just a horrible, worst game for Joe Barry to show up like he did, because throughout the game, certain good things happened on offense. Wicks was balling out there.
Yeah, he was.
And I'm glad he did, and I'm glad we seen that, because he need to be in the lineup at all times, even when Watson come back.
And that's another thing too, man. Watson got to stay healthy. He,
Yeah,
like I
man.
said, man,
Injury prone.
he has the prototypical size to be a Keenan Allen / Mike Evans.
Yeah, he
Yes, the
does.
speed, hey, faster than both of them though.
Yeah,
And
he does.
and when what comes down to it is the scheme of this offense and a wide receivers coach. Because he should be killing the league right now.
Or could it be bad luck? Listen, it started off with one pass. The pass he missed first game of the season against
Right.
Minnesota. Aaron Rodgers went to him, he dropped it. And then after that, like these injuries have been bogus. He gets hurt, fast man's injury, hammy. Finally comes back, goes to Buffalo with us last year. We put him in the game plan. He catches screen, get hit in the head, then he's out. You know, it's just he's had a lot of
And
injuries,
then
just
that
like
Cowboy
the time
game,
he
he
got
really
injured.
came on the scene
Right.
on that Cowboy game. He really came on the
He's
scene.
just he's hindered by injuries, man.
Yeah.
Should we
A
just
lot of
expect,
potential.
or should we just expect Christian Watson to just be um, the receiver that shows up in the middle of the season and then grab like ain't there at the beginning, pops in the middle of the season, and then he's
Well,
peters up.
I still think that he has the
This is the second
potential.
season he didn't did that.
I still think that he has the potential to be like a Jordy Nelson if he can stay healthy.
He gotta get heavier, man. It'll get better with age. He'll get that little
Exactly.
man weight on him.
That's the
But
thing.
he
I still think he's uh I still think he's undersized because I went back and
10
watched.
pounds.
Yeah, I went back and watched Mike Evans' first season. He was small, skinny. I went back and watched Keenan Allen first season, small, skinny.
For
And
real.
they got to develop into like that's why I like Romeo Dubs so much because even though Romeo Dubs is about to be what 26,
Mm-hmm.
he was in a weight room. He put the size on. It's just
Yeah.
that Romeo is not. I think it takes a little bit more time for Romeo to get open. And I think the timing with him and Jordan Love is not really in sync yet because Romeo is a different type of receiver. Romeo is not going to stretch the field. Romeo got to do what Devontae Adams do. You know what I'm saying? Devontae wasn't a guy that stretched the field, but Devontae could do it because of his route running skills. Now, if Romeo can develop just a small watch the Devontae Adams tapes. The Green Bay Packers got them all. God damn. Why y'all not showing them Devontae Adams film? I don't
People
understand
map
this
their
shit.
careers. These
Y'all
young
got all
receivers,
the
bro.
goddamn practice film. Y'all got all the goddamn off-season workouts with Devontae Adams on film, and y'all not showing these receivers this shit.
They're not.
Like, come on.
And they ain't using the jugs machine either.
No.
Exactly. No
We used
team
to see that.
is.
Hey, every offseason, I used to see what Cobb and them,
They
Jordy
be
and
on
them
the
used to
jugs
stay on that
machine.
shit all
They be
day.
on the jugs machine. They lived in front of that damn thing. What
I
we doing?
seen it so much.
Having
Dude,
Sean
you think
Clifford throw the
Romeo
ball to him.
Dobbs is like Romeo Dobbs is like a James Jones? Is that
What we doing?
that's a good
Our jugs
comparison?
machine, Sean Clifford. That's our jugs machine, Sean
For
Clifford.
real.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man, the Green Bay Packers have a lot of problems, folks. All the fans out there, and this is something that the fan base is going to deal with. I know this is not the best of times for this team, and a lot of growing pains. A
Yep.
lot of growing pains, especially with this young quarterback in his first year. And to see the production that he's putting up, I mean, if you had better talent with this guy, or if everybody was 100% healthy, who knows what Jordan Love could be possibly doing out there on the football field Sunday after Sunday after Sunday. We got real good glimpses of it, of him beating some premier teams this year. You know what I'm saying? Beating the Chiefs, beating the Chargers. and beating the Lions, the 0-16 Lions. But it just seems like the coaches are failing this guy. They letting him down. This coaching staff is just not A1. I mean, I believe we have a good head coach. I believe Matt LaFleur is a good head coach. I just think it's the cast of coaching on this staff that he has that's not pushing him over the hump or helping him get these guys to playing playing top tier premier football every Sunday. And maybe that's based off of talent. Maybe that's based off of how we draft. Maybe that's based off the Green Bay Packers not being able to lure over the big time free agents to come play in Lambeau. It could be a plethora of things, but one thing we do know is that this team is not what they should be, and that is a winning team. You know, we have the most wins in NFL history, but this season you couldn't see that. You wouldn't be able to say that if you was watching this season.
We should have a minimum of 2 more wins. A minimum.
Exactly.
Minimum.
Yeah. And those 2 wins we squandered off. We let
Atlanta
through our hands. Atlanta,
the Raiders,
1 more.
The Giants,
Raiders,
the
should have
Broncos.
won the Giants game. Should have won the it was a few games we should have won this year. We should have won this game today. You know what I'm saying? And it's just unfortunate that the NFL has to keep these parities going, and you looking at all these divisions and you're looking at the NFC South, and if you see, you will understand why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers needed to win. If you just look at the NFC South, you will see why they needed to win. And you will see why we needed to lose. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah.
I just hate the fact that the Green Bay Packers be having the opportunity in their damn hands, and we just always seem to just let it slip away, man. But, hopefully we could finish this season off on a strong high note, just boost the morale a little bit in the locker room. One of these players, open your damn mouth. Besides us seeing Rashawn Gary screaming when he
crying.
get a 2-sack game. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just clapping. Yeah. He the only one. Like, come on, bruh. Where's the energy at? Where's the energy at? You guys are playing in the NFL. Only a few people in this small orb that we are living on can say that they had a chance to play in the NFL. So
I would tend to say that we draft nice guys, bro. I would tend to say we draft nice. We stay away from those kind of, problem guys.
Yeah, aggressive, hard hitting, ready to go out there and attack type of players. You right. I can't even argue with you with that.
Woodson was like
not enough aggression. Too much finessing, not enough aggression, man.
You're right.
And sometimes that's all it takes is a team to just be hard-nosed, aggressive, like the goddamn Browns.
They got Joe Flacco looking like 2012 Joe Flacco.
Do I believe the NFL is rigged? I would have to start another channel.
Yes.
If I wanted to get deep into that, because
I'll
just tell you this. I'll just say this for the NFL fans out there. Just pay attention to the storylines. You could go back to the last game we played against Tommy DeVito. It's his first primetime game. They're playing in their 1972 commemorative throwback jerseys. Right? When they start the game, right? They pan the camera to the crowd, and what do you see? You see Tommy DeVito and his agent. You see Tommy DeVito daddy and his agent. And note, The agent is dressed up like a mobster, wearing a black hat, black pinstripe suit with a gold chain on, and he kissing the father all on the cheek.
Wilding out.
And the whole game is about who? Tommy DeVito. Just like last year when we lost to the Giants. Did y'all pay attention to that game in London? If you didn't, let me help you out. All right. So before the game starts, right? It's a home game for the Green Bay Packers. What's the first thing you see on the field? You see Saquon Barkley running up and down the field with a rugby jersey of the home team of the London team, right? He got the and what did the announcer say? Usually when the opposing team is wearing the home team's jersey on the rugby jersey on the field, they tend to win the game. And then they go back and show the Ravens players wearing the rugby jerseys before they get out there on the field, and the Ravens won. The whole game was about Saquon Barkley. And what happened to Saquon Barkley? He goes out there, right? He gets hit by Kenny Clark and gets hurt. Goes to the sideline. It's third and I think 12. Third and 12, right? Saquon Barkley comes trotting right back out on the field. And the announcer is saying, you know, this game is a Saquon Barkley game. And if they are going to win this game, it's going to have to take Saquon Barkley. The very next play, Saquon Barkley runs down the field for 26 yards and a first down. What number is Saquon Barkley?
26.
Boom. So the NFL plays these parodies and these storylines. And if you could just look at, here's another tip that I'm going to give y'all. This is how I won a lot of money this year on gambling. I would go to the standings, right? I would look at the AFC and all A standings. I would go to the NFC and look at all A standings, and I would look at, okay, who they got to play. This is how I won money on the this is how I knew the Chiefs were going to lose to the Packers, right? Okay, the Chiefs played at home. They played a tough game at home, and they won the game. Then they had to fly all the way to Las Vegas, and they mollywopped the shit out of the Raiders. No, they lost they lost to the Eagles at home. They lost to the Eagles at home. Then they flew all the way to Oakland, and the NFL said, we got to get y'all back in the winter column, and they let them blow the Raiders out, right? So when that happened in Las Vegas, the NFL told the Raiders, we're gonna help y'all, we're gonna help y'all get back. We're gonna help y'all get back. We're gonna help y'all get back. So the Packers need to win. The Packers need to win. So the Packers beat the Chargers at home. Boom, we beat the Chargers because they want to get rid of Brandon Staley. They already know he's getting fired because that's when the fire allegations started, when the Packers beat him. Boom. So then Thanksgiving comes around, right? We got to slow the Lions down. We got to make them look vulnerable on Thanksgiving. That was the only underdog team that won that week on Thanksgiving was the Green Bay Packers, the huge upset. And I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I said, what upset could possibly happen this week on Thanksgiving Day? I said, I could see the Lions losing, but I could see the Cowboys blowing out the team they playing. I could see the 49ers blowing out the team they playing. And I made, I think, close to $400 on them bets right there. Boom. So Packers got to come back home. Packers only had, I think, maybe 2 home wins. So we need another one. And I said, Kansas City coming to town, huh? We going to win that game. I told you, Bernard. I said, we going to win that game. We got to get that game. Jordan Love got his payback. It's a revenge game. That's all he kept talking about the whole week leading up to the game. Oh, this is a revenge game for me. They kept asking him, where is your mom and your girlfriend going to sit? Oh, they're going to have better seats tonight, that game. Oh, yeah, we're going to have better seats that game. And I just knew it. I said, you got to pay attention to the storylines. You got to watch these press conferences. You got to listen to what these coaches say. Don't go by what these people are talking about on these news networks and media networks. This all false fabricated statements and opinions coming from them, because they get paid by the networks to say the shit that they say. They reading from a paper on their desk. You know what I'm saying? Why you think the games that we won, they all betted against us. As soon as we play the Giants, they all betted for us. They all betted for us. So when I seen the bet come through, who everybody was picking on the networks, I said, "Oh, they picking the
Unanimous.
Packers." I said, "Oh, they picking the Packers." I said, I'm not gonna bet this game, but I'm gonna pay attention to the game. So as soon as the game came on and they started doing all this Tommy DeVito bullshit because the Giants had a bad record, they were 4-8. The morale of the fan base is down. They need to be uplifted. It's in New York
Monday night.
City on a Monday night against the Green Bay Packers, who got their first loss against the Giants at home since 2013. So you mean to tell me 10 years, right? 10 years. We go into Giant Stadium and lose to Tommy freaking DeVito. Set up bullshit. Set up rigged bullshit. You just got to pay attention to the storylines. If you pay attention to the storylines and you watch how the seedings are in these divisions, look at how close the AFC North seedings were all this year. Look at the pattern of how the Steelers was winning a game. Win a game, what was it? Lose a game, win two. Lose a game, win two. Lose a game, win two. Now you look at the Steelers, they just gonna let them lose out. There's no need for them to be in the playoffs. There's no storyline behind them to be in the playoffs. All of the storylines, Cowboys, 49ers, Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, Jacksonville Jaguars. Who else? Now you're starting to see the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? You see you seeing the Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing all of these teams that got storylines behind them, and you have to pay attention to that. And it's like a puzzle. The NFL know what the hell they doing. That's why all of these divisions be kind of close early in the season.
So you're saying this is like the WWE?
Yes.
Hey, all right. So look, we could look, bro. Just like you said, there are so many layers we could go over.
This is just my opinion. You can
That's
believe
cool.
whatever you want to believe, but hey, who you gonna believe? The nigga that's winning money?
Hey, but can I say this? Can I say this? Hey,
this shit is just all fun and this shit is
can I
real
say this?
competition.
Maybe not rigged, but heavily favored. What do you think?
Yeah. I give you
I
that.
mean, because again, you always got that. UFC sometimes do that shit where Dana White, he'll match up this guy against this guy. Hey, you could get right against him. You coming back, boom, one lucky punch and they get knocked out. There's always that knockout punch in a playoff game. It's too many moving parts.
Like, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, and some people might be mad about this, but Mike Tyson fought bums. When he fought against real fighters, he lost. Now, a lot of the losses that Mike Tyson has suffered from, he brought it upon himself from being on drugs and alcohol. But if you look at Mike Tyson's total career, he fought bums. Now, that don't discredit him as a boxer, because Mike Tyson would still knock your ass out. But if you look at when he fought Lennox Lewis, beat up. When he fought Holyfield, ass whooped. When he fought against somebody that would stick a jab in his goddamn face, he lost. All of them fucking rig fights Don King was making for him, money grabs.
Hey, Buster got him too. Hey,
Big name.
Buster,
when
Buster,
real fighters, motherfuckers lose an ear.
Hey,
No disrespect to Iron Mike. No
Yeah.
disrespect to Iron Mike.
He still had
Mike
to go do
Tyson.
it though. He still
Huh?
had to go do it.
You right. You right.
You know?
Right. And that explains why he was out there fighting on cocaine and alcohol, because he knew he was fighting bums. He just slipped up against Buster Douglas. He got a little too high. A little
And
too
you know what's
messed up.
What
you,
about Floyd? Like, why did he never lose a game?
he's too
Floyd
disciplined.
Floyd is too disciplined, man. Floyd be at a club.
Fundamental.
Floyd, I'm telling you this true story. Floyd would be at a club throwing money, 4 o'clock in the morning, club closed. Hey, I gotta go run 5 miles. Had a Maybach driving behind him while he jogging in the tuxedo he was just in the club in. That's dedication. That's discipline. Floyd don't drink. Floyd don't smoke. Floyd don't do none of that stuff, man. Floyd gonna make sure he get his workouts in, bro. Whether he out partying or not, he's still gonna get that 5 mile, 10 mile run in. He would do it in Vegas all
Discipline.
the time. He'll go party in Vegas, throw money at his strip club that he owned, and then jog home, run home, put on his
He
run
he
outfit and run home 10
he
miles.
pretty much owns Vegas. He owns
Yeah,
Vegas. I
yeah,
forgot who I was listening to somebody podcast. He was like, I was with Floyd at like 2 a.m. in the morning. He was like, hey, I want to see this movie premiere. And the dude was like, what movie's open at 2 a.m.? He's like, it's cool. I'm gonna call him. And he called the place and they had it
yeah.
open. Niggas was there serving popcorn and all kind of shit. Like, so I could imagine that.
True
Hey, they
story.
said John Jones, bro, is like the opposite. They say he'll be partying, coked up, and then go whoop somebody ass the next day. But that's
Hey, and
his
some dudes
downfall,
got
though.
talent. Some dudes got talent like that. But Floyd, true story. Floyd
Clean.
leaving the club, jog to the Maybach dealership out there in Vegas and bought a car at like 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Dude, I like that UFC fighter. What's his name? Daniel Cormier.
I like him.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, he a good fighter.
Yeah, he's very good.
Didn't he retire?
Good. Yeah, he did, but he good on the mic too. He do announcing and he's
Yeah.
not biased. Like he talk good about people he used to have problems with. He's really good.
Yeah.
I stopped watching wrestling a long time ago, man. Once
Yeah, me too, man.
the Raw era kind of like died out with Stone Cold and Triple H and
Yeah, The Rock.
The Rock. And
I'm in and out, but you know, I'm a little in right now. But you know, that's
once
just
Are
because
y'all
you know I'm
big
going
John
through a show thing.
the last time I
Cena
watched
fans?
the WWE, it was some dude on there saying, yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
Daniel
Crowd went
Okay,
Bryan.
nuts. I was like, what the hell is this? Who
Yeah.
is that guy?
They over push people. He good, but you know they put the rocket into people's back. That's what I'm saying. It is similar to the NFL, but then again, for Vince McMahon, the dude still got to go do his job. He still got to go be
Right,
Hulk
right.
Hogan,
You right
John
about
Cena.
that.
You know, you know, you still got to do good. You know,
You
Yeah.
right about that.
so
Not only that,
and then I'm start thinking about jobs because it's the coach's job to play good enough. So why is then the referees who's paying them, and then is the mob behind it, or is Vegas the mob? It's a lot of stuff that could be talked about.
that too. The point totals. The NFL will give you the point total before the game is played. They'll give you the point total. Oh, this game, this should be around 48 points. How
Or
y'all
close
know
to
that?
it.
How y'all know that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this game is going to be 51 points. Really, that's who everybody bet on. They bet on the point total games. If it's a high point total, that's the games everybody bet on.
And KH, I bet too a lot too. So I know what you be saying, and sometimes I think of that when I do my bets, and sometimes I gotta take my heart out of it, bro. I'll be damn near fucking up my whole bet because I picked the Packers. Every time I'm like, oh, we gonna get this one every week.
See, I didn't bet this game because I thought about Christian Watson. I said, can we not gonna be able to stretch the field? I was like, man, I did do a parlay. I bet it on Chris Godwin to put up the numbers he put up. Damn, I wish I could jump on my phone. I did like a 3 player parlay, and that shit hit. It was only like $90, but it still hit. I just really betted on the Buccaneer play. Rashad White to have a rushing yards.
Does it let you do
Godwin,
NBA and NFL?
huh?
Does it let you do NBA and NFL
Yeah.
in the same bet, or you gotta do it separate?
You could do it in the same bet.
Okay.
You could do it. You could do it the same kind of parlay. Like I wish I would have jumped on the Giannis 64-point game, man.
What
Man,
was the over under in that?
his over was 28 points. Well, all right, they had him at 28, and he went over that. Like I wish I would have jumped on that, man. I wish I would have jumped on that bet, man. But I don't
Hey,
really start paying attention to basketball until after the All-Star break when the games really matter.
did the tournament make you care at all? Did it make you tune in anymore at all? Because that's why they trying to make it.
I was gonna do a video on that because of like a lot of people got the information wrong about the NBA tournament, like especially with the Lakers. Like a lot of people think that LeBron James is the one that's saying hang the banner. No, that was a Jeannie Buss move. Jeannie Buss controls anything that goes on with the Lakers after she won in court against her brothers. So she operates everything that the Lakers do. But this is another thing that people don't know about the Lakers. Jeannie Buss has just gotten married to a comedian, Jay Moore. So she hasn't even been to the Laker facility. She's
The
been on the
brother or
honeymoon
somebody else
thing.
has been there.
Huh?
They had like one of the brothers or somebody else in there. He's been in there for a
Yeah,
while.
Joey Buss. Yeah,
Yeah,
the young Jim Buss's youngest son. He was the one that was at the NBA the tournament cup and introduced the Lakers. Jeannie Buss has been on a
I
honeymoon.
noticed that.
She just got married.
How he
He's
look?
not worried
Is he
about the
younger?
Lakers right now.
Is he younger than her?
No, yeah. Jay Moore is younger than her. He's a comedian, big time
Okay,
comedian. Did a couple of movies.
I'm gonna check him out.
Yeah. He a big time comedian. So she wound up marrying him. So she ain't even. They called her and said, "What's up with this tournament cup? What you trying to do?" Oh, we hanging a banner for that. So she's the one who said, "Hang the banner." It wasn't LeBron James. All these people thinking LeBron James got power like that. He got a little bit of power, but he ain't got that much power. So
And
y'all
that's
just
always
think
been
that
the argument. That's always been the argument for us. Oh, Laker fans. Oh, we don't hang Western Conference Finals banners and nothing like that. So
it's
now
not a
that's gonna mess
Western
that
Conference
up.
banner. It's not a
But we got so many
division
more.
banner. It
Right.
is a tournament championship banner. That's what it is. Like
Nah, that shouldn't be up.
I have been searching around at all these Dick's Sporting Goods stores and lids and all these hat shops that I know in Inglewood. I mean not Inglewood, Long Beach and Pasadena, and I can't even find a damn tournament cup championship hat.
See, they playing.
I said, when are y'all coming out with that? It's gonna take about a couple of weeks because this is the first time they doing this thing. So we like,
Nah.
order it offline. I'm like, I
Hey,
want to
during the finals, they got both shirts printed out just in case, So come on,
exactly,
that ain't no excuse.
exactly.
Hey, how we looking though? Do we need more though? Lakers?
The Lakers just got to stay healthy, man. That's the main thing. If they could stay healthy, and fix the perimeter defense, you know what I'm saying, and AD stays consistent,
He been doing good.
and the Lakers can, knock down their open shots.
We need a shooter.
I think they could be okay, but the Lakers are in all these trade talks of going after Zach LaVine, and it just seemed like any player that's linked to being traded, they got the Lakers connected to it, and I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But
Rob would do it.
yeah, but I don't think. But see, Rob Pelinka has already came out and said that he want to see what this team can do and how good can they be once they fully healthy. So I think the Lakers going wait until close to the trade deadline to try to like add a piece. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's going to necessarily be Zach LaVine, because if we do that, we're going to have to give D'Lo
money.
Yeah, D'Lo is gone.
I'm fine with that. No offense.
Hachimura probably be gone, which I don't want to see happen, because I love the dynamic of him and Austin Reeves coming off the bench and adding, helping the Lakers out, especially with Hachimura's size. It's like having another LeBron get on the court. You know what I'm saying? He might not make.
I like Vanderbilt.
He might not be the best passer. He might not be the best passer like LeBron, but he's gonna try to get to the rim. He's gonna hit open shots. Yeah, Vando defensively, yeah, great, but
we need that.
He don't add nothing on offense.
He could hit a corner three. Hey, that's all we need from him. Hey, guard they best.
Gotta have a basketball, man. Me and you gotta talk basketball, man.
And the rig shit too.
Basketball.
Hey, and the rig shit too. I'm ready for it. I got layers and layers and layers, you know.
Hey, shit. Hey, we can do that.
For sure. Hey, we can make something happen.
It's like, what's your thoughts on Draymond Green being suspended indefinitely? I mean, his rap sheet caused this to happen.
That's what it is.
You kicking dudes in the nuts. You choking dudes out.
Hey, rear naked choke, bro.
You punching dudes in the face at practice. I mean, at
knock
some
them
point
out.
in time, the NBA has to draw a line. And if you've really been paying attention to the NBA, see, I wanted to do this video. I wanted to make a video, but I'll say it now. The NBA is $6.97 billion in. They're in debt. They're losing around maybe $2 billion a year. Nobody's watching the NBA. And when you have stuff like this going on, violence going on, it doesn't make it a family fun atmosphere. That's what
and
the
ticket's
NBA
high as hell.
Yeah, the NBA is really catering to the families, because they know they can make more money if a family comes to a game. They're going to occupy the seats. They're going to buy all of the shit up in the concession stands. They might even leave out of there with a couple jerseys, T-shirts, and hats. But when you got people fighting on the court, I don't want my son or daughter seeing that. That's a bit too much for me. We're not going to watch this. So it's losing money. The NBA is losing money if people don't understand that. That's the reason why they had the in-season tournament, to try to boost up the competition, changing the way the court looks to make it look cooler and have people tune in and watch.
It looked horrible to me.
Yeah. Like me personally, the in-season tournament, I didn't really care too much for it. Like, I didn't understand it until we beat.
And they was popping bottles, bro. Popping bottles with goggles on, bro.
That's
they
what
was
the
doing
NBA
that.
want. The NBA put the bottles in there. Somebody got to pop them.
Now I can see. Hey, I could see if they gave us a goddamn first round bye or something in the playoffs, then I'll be popping bottles in. But like, y'all ain't giving no get back with they getting some money for doing that.
Well, it was $500K, but then you add in the Los Angeles tax. It only came out to about $230,000. That's still a lot of money, especially for guys that's not getting a big $62 million a year contract like Anthony Davis, and the big $52 million contract like LeBron James is getting this year. You know what I'm saying? So it helps the guys on the lower totem pole, the payroll, get a little money in their pocket. But yeah, we could talk Bucks basketball. Y'all defense is trash. Y'all gotta play up-tempo basketball, because y'all defense is trash. That's why y'all putting up 140 damn points every game, because Damian Lillard is a liability on defense. You know what? I've been winning money against Damian Lillard, because I always pick the parlay guy. I always pick the guy that he got a guard, because I'm like, he gonna drop 26.
So you think Boston got them?
Huh?
You think Boston got them right now?
No. And I say that because Porzingis is not going to guard Giannis.
He can't. That's going to look foolish.
He not. He going to sit out there at the perimeter. He not going to drive. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Those two are those two haven't had a consistent game together this whole season.
I think it's ran its course.
Like last year, I think they had like maybe 5 games where one dropped 25, one dropped 27, and they won the game. You're not seeing that. You're seeing Jason Tatum drop 28, and then you're seeing Jaylen Brown 16, 18, 17, maybe 6, maybe 2 assists, and he's just not on.
Well, also, bro, I don't know why I'm thinking about this. Well, also, because it's on my mind. What also gets me about that rig shit in the NFL, I'm sorry, I'm too prideful for my team. If they would have rigged that shit, we would have got at least 2 more championships by now. I'm sorry. If they rigging, we are a team that if we win, bro, the NFL is better. If we win, all the shareholders, this and like,
Right.
it's some like they would have gave us one by now, KH. They would have gave us one by now.
You're right, but let's get back.
They would have gave Dallas one by now.
Well, the reason why they haven't given Dallas a Super Bowl yet, and maybe this might be the season where they do have a chance to win a Super Bowl, is because of the power of Jerry Jones and how much money he's making. That's the reason why the Cowboys won't win a Super Bowl, because they are okay financially. Now, you look at teams like the Rams, moving from St. Louis back and forth to LA, wasting all that damn money, screwing up their fan base. That's why their fan base is screwed up now, because they kept moving all over the damn place. So what do? We got the Olympics is coming to California in 2028. Why do you think they named us the City of Champions? They need the revenue. They need the money. They need the money. They need, California is a big market. So that's the reason why the Rams won, because the owner is buying championships.
He buying everything.
Look at all the championships that the owner of the Rams had. He won the damn
Nuggets
NHL Cup. He won the NHL championship. He won the Tampa
NBA.
Bay. He won the championship in baseball. He won a championship with the damn Rams.
Crazy.
He buying them. He buying championships, man. So you know what I'm saying?
He got it though. He got that old money.
His soccer team won a damn championship. So, money talks, bullshit walks, man. And what lets me know that the Packers are going to be in good hands is because they gave us the draft. What's the point of having the draft if the Packers ain't going to be good?
That's the time we're going to be hot, boy. For real. Sorry for y'all impatient people, but bro, this is gonna take a little time.
It is. You're right. And I think that when the Packers get money, and trust and believe me, Packer fans, for people to come to the Green Bay Packers, we gotta spend bread. We got to spend bread. If we
gotta be a little good too.
And
we gotta be somewhat,
It has to be players out there that say, you know what? I think I could go over there and win with Jordan Love.
What do you think Devontae is thinking? Do you think he will come back? He got high. No. He got highest paid already. We ain't giving him that.
No. If he's gonna,
it's coming back to y'all. We gonna finish off the last three games of the season with the G spot, man. We gonna finish it off, man. Hopefully y'all been checking out the community section of my YouTube channel where y'all could see my wins and shit like that this season. Off of Underdog Fantasy Sports. Hey, if you pay attention to things, man, and do your homework, you could win you some money too. But we gonna keep it cracking with that TR. Go ahead, Bernard. My bad.
No, I was gonna say he said that Devontae will come back to the Packers. If he's gonna leave, he's probably gonna go to play with Rodgers.
Yeah, it's been some rumors about him.
Go to there.
I heard 49ers.
I heard 49ers too.
That's crazy.
I heard 49ers. I heard just basically Jets and 49ers. Those are only two teams I heard.
So you don't think Green Bay will be intriguing to him at all?
No,
We would need a
I
vet
think
wide
that's
receiver.
sailed and done.
Hey, we done had people come back a couple times.
Yeah, but this it seems but I think this one's is a little bit
Yeah, I
different.
think that bet has been already.
Devontae didn't enjoy living in Green Bay, like James Jones and Jordy. Those guys enjoy living in Green Bay. I think the
I
Devontae
don't think he
enjoyed
wanted to bet on Jordan Love. I don't think he was sure what Jordan Love will be or not. And I'm still not sure what he thinks of Jordan Love. No, he already said something good about Jordan Love this year, and he don't tweet at all, but he tweeted something. I forgot. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, this team is a question mark,
Yeah,
especially with having a new quarterback this season and all these young pieces. This team has been a huge question mark. Yes, we've seen uh success with this offense, how well it can perform. Um, of course, there's more that needs to be added for this team to, really.
Is it fair to say, as Packer fans, injuries?
yeah, but a
Yeah,
lot of
injuries, of course. Injuries
It's
always
killed
been
us.
big. Yeah,
yeah,
Killed us.
yeah. I,
for a
How
lot of
you
I
get in
would
the
say
groove when you changing parts?
I would say 65% I'll blame on the injuries for this offense not being able to, you know, be what we think it can be. So yeah,
we
65%.
won
I
the
gotta
Super
get at
Bowl with
I gotta put that
injuries.
on the injuries. Just
We won the Super Bowl with injuries.
And
true.
it ain't just Joe Blow. It's our top players, man. And Aaron Jones just came back and damn near getting hurt again. He took some big hits. We need to improve on a running game, but it ain't nothing we could do at this point, man. We need two more offensive linemen, bro, next year at some point. Maybe get a vet tackle, but you definitely got to get a guard tackle swing kind of player in a draft, bro. They got to do something, bro.
That's what I said, man. If I'm going into camp next season, I'm bringing in a school bus alignment.
We used to do that. We used to grab one or two every year late. We didn't do that for the past couple years. We used to do that.
Yeah,
Yep. I agree. I agree with that, TR. I agree with that.
Can't they don't practice enough, huh?
They don't practice. They don't let them hit. They don't let them hit. This, like I said, remember this was the first year in a long time when Matt LaFleur was eager to put the pads on these guys early. The last few years, he wasn't doing that. He was waiting, not trying to get guys injured. But soon as Aaron leave, hey, y'all put them pads on.
At the end of the day, though,
Put them
KH,
pads
hey,
on.
at the end of the day, though, KH, we got to say it's coaching, though, because if that really means a lot to you, if tackling really means a lot to you, you will have I don't give a damn if it's 5-minute segment at the end of every practice. Okay, back to basics, y'all. That's what the drills are before. You see them break down and do tackles during the drills, but as soon as the game starts, they act like they forget.
They practice, they tackling dummies. They tackling a dummy that
Yep.
can't stiff arm you or put a move on you. They tackling a donut that they just rolling out there, big old donut. They just rolling it out there. They just run up, grab it, and fall on the ground. Like
Easy to do that.
They're not tackling humans. They're tackling props. So they tackling props.
I think it's the protection for head injuries too. They scared of all that stuff.
That's
So
right. That's right. You're right about that. And then when they get in the game, they only familiar with tackling props. So that's why you don't really.
It's bad.
Yeah, that's why you see the titty tackling, the missed tackles, the shoestring tackles, the diving for the legs when the guy is already then ran past you.
And that slot sliced
Not
and
pushing
diced
the
us,
guy out
bro.
of bounds. You just
Sliced and diced us.
Yeah, man. Baker Mayfield got his first win in Lambeau, man, after he lost the previous 2 times.
yeah.
Lambeau used to be like a tough place to play. I'm talking like people's percentages went down when they played at Lambeau, and now we just letting whoever come up in there and do whatever they want.
Right.
Still, yeah. Well, in the Rodgers era, yeah, it was impossible to go into Lambeau and beat us. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. I've been saying this all season. None of these teams fear us. Look at how many teams have went on fourth and 2, 4th and 3, 4th and 1. They don't fear us. They just
At
go
all.
4th down. Oh yeah, yes. Offense, stay out there.
You seen Dan
Like,
Campbell?
yo,
Hey, Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell fake punt on his own 30 against us, even though he didn't get it. He was that confident.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Don't nobody fear this defense, man. They don't fear this defense. I remember when teams used to punt the ball like, oh, it's 4th and 2, punt it.
Yeah.
Punt it. I don't give
4th
a
and
damn if
1.
we in field goal
People are
range to
going
start
for it. 4th and
55-yard
4.
field goal. Punting it.
People going for it. 4th and 15. People going for it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nobody
back on the other
of
note,
us.
KH. Hey, KH, with the rigging, bro. With the rigging. Do the players know?
I don't think the players know. I don't think the players know,
That's chapter number 1.
but
Tom
I don't think all the players know.
Tom
I don't think all the players know because I'll go back to a questionable game. Kansas City Chiefs playing against the Bengals when the Bengals went to the Super Bowl. Kansas City Chiefs whooping their ass whole first half. What happened? Kansas City goes on a long drive down the field. It's about to be halftime. What does Patrick Mahomes do with 5 seconds left on the clock? Instead of kicking a field goal, he throws a pick right before the half, directly to the Cincinnati Bengals defender to end the game. What did we see in that game? Patrick Mahomes had the ball, right? What did he do? Threw it right to the Cincinnati Bengals defender for an interception. And
So
didn't complain about it.
paid? Are they paid for that?
Hey, he got $400-some million for that.
Did that Saints and Rams?
Is that why quarterbacks are the highest paid all the time? Because they like, hey, come in this room, y'all.
Bernard, what did I tell you? What did I tell you, Bernard, when he got that contract? I said he probably gonna go to 5 Super Bowls and win 2, right?
Yeah, well, he can still do it too. I mean, well, I don't know, man. Patrick
He gonna get another one. He gonna get another one.
No, he gonna get
Patrick
to the Super Bowl again, but he gonna
maybe
lose.
not this year.
Not this year, but maybe not
Lamar.
this year. But if the next one he get to, he gonna lose.
What about that Rams and Saints? Do you remember the Rams and the Saints with the no call? Was that what's supposed to happen, or what? Do you think that was rigged?
That's another one. They just missed it.
You could say that about the game against the You could say that about the games against the Packers and the Chiefs. How they didn't call that damn pass interference. And Patrick Mahomes, what did he say in the press conference?
But
whatever.
The Rams was way more obvious though in the playoff game. You can't mess that up. That's what you're talking about.
That pass interference on the Chiefs was obvious. But what happened the next game? What happened the next game when Patrick Mahomes got the penalty for the receiver being offsides? What did he
complain?
He threw a fit. He slammed his helmet.
I'm like, who he mad at? I'm like, who? I'm looking at the player he mad at. I'm like, he's just mad at the situation.
He was about to chase the ref. He got fined $50,000 for that outburst.
He did.
Was the Seahawks in the Packers game?
Last week, that penalty was fine.
What's the Seahawks?
Week, I don't know why they calling that shit. Why they call?
Yeah.
Well, 2 games in a row that you lose, that's why. That's what I thought it was. It was a second loss in a row over it. No, it wasn't just one loss, and then so. But yeah, hey, you got a point.
On that bad call, I guess.
Was the Seahawks?
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Was the
Seahawks he was going off.
The Packers
Not
game?
my helmet.
Was the Seahawks in the Packers game was rigged when they botched the onside kick, or that
no, because they had New England win. That's the only thing that reprieved me too. I'm like, damn, if Seattle goes and wins, that's why I was so happy New England won, because I was still hurt. I'm like, if Seattle goes and wins the Super Bowl, that's gonna take my heart. Come on, man.
Well, I'll say this. Every time I watch that onside kick play, I ask myself, Brandon Bostic, why would you do that? Why would you do that? If you don't do that, the ball is right directly in what's the receiver name? Jordy Nelson's hands. It bounces directly into his hands. Bostic moved in front of the damn ball, in front of Jordy Nelson.
Shot ourselves in the foot.
So
he didn't even catch it.
He didn't even catch it, man.
We couldn't wait to shoot
The
all that.
ball took a perfect bounce
Wow.
to fall right in Jordy Nelson's hands, and he jumped right in front of it, and it just went to shit.
And I know it wasn't his job to be the primary catcher either. On the hands team, he wouldn't be the one that you think that's set up to get that ball in that
Exactly,
at that
TR.
time. Come on.
We couldn't wait to
Exactly, TR.
and
Ask yourself this question. If you're a linebacker playing for the my bad. Say if you're a linebacker playing for the Indianapolis Colts, right? And you getting paid $9 million a year, you think you're gonna go out there and say the NFL is rigged? Nope, because you're getting that $9 million a year. That'll keep anybody quiet.
But at this day and this age, where everybody want to be a problem and be disgruntled, enough people who get cut from the NFL or whatever, who just
There
get a
has
bad
been-
deal with certain
there's been
teams, a
people-
lot of them would have, they have came out, but I would think a lot more, bro. And look, so to talk to TR, the only way I'm saying it is because, you know, I played for like a long time. So I'm thinking in my head as a player, how could they get me to think that is rigged? And then I just want to know from like a player's perspective, because it's a lot of moving parts. It's enough me trying to remember the next play that was called. So, you know, I just want to, know that aspect of it too. And when they do rig it, when do they start? Pop Warner, high school, college, they got to start at some level.
Well, on those lower levels, there's not a lot of money involved.
wait, hold on.
Okay.
So if it's
When you
red,
got-
the head coach, when they call the plays, the head coach, so the playbook is fake.
I'm trying to ask KH.
I mean, didn't we just see Matt LaFleur run the same damn play against the Giants over and over again?
Yeah.
Ain't that
Like
a way
he
to
went
give
to it
somebody a
too
win?
much.
Ain't
He
that
went
a way
to it
give
too much.
Ain't that a way to give somebody a win if you keep running the same damn play over and over again
Yeah.
to where they could recognize it?
Sometimes that's human. Sometimes that's human nature. Sometimes they just do. Again, there's a lot of coaches who so stuck on their shit that they just call it. I don't know. It worked the past few weeks. Again, man, he just went to that well too many times. And at least have a decoy in that situation. When we got Christian and Jaden, like that's a different thing. You know, one of them might get the ball, but when you know it's going to Jaden Reed, he still got 30, 40 yards doing it. But they knew when that shit was coming.
You running that play, right? You running that play all them times, and you do no type of trap, counter, misdirection, play action, bootleg with Jordan Love. You don't do you keep running the same formation where he motions over, you just give him the ball.
Maybe we don't have the guys. I guess the injuries, man. No Christian Watson. That's big, bro.
That plays a part in it too. But how many times you gonna run the same play in the game?
And maybe he makes his offense so specific to what he has that when he doesn't have that certain thing, it just and it ain't an easy job now, I'm just glad he ended up figuring out how to use some of these cats. And I'm happy about Wicks, bro. I think he could be something.
To be truthfully honest, I love this receiving core we got. I love this receiving core we got because they dogs. They dogs. They're going to go out there and make the tough catches. And of course, we seeing the growing pains of them trying to do that. We seen Reed catch a tough catch, get hit, get banged up. Once they get into their NFL size, it's just like with the Lakers when we had Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram and Rob Pelinka was stressing the point to them dudes. Look, he put all these pictures up of Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, Tim Duncan. When they got into the NBA size,
yeah.
Look, this is what y'all got to strive to get
It's
to.
a different story.
Y'all got to get the side. You look at Mike, like I said, I went back and watched Mike Evans' first year, how skinny he was.
We all seen Giannis his first year.
Yeah, you seen Giannis, how skinny he was. He got into his NBA body. You know what I'm saying? He got into his NBA. Hey, I got to bulk up because it's some big, these dudes is, look at LeBron James when he first came into how he is now.
Mm.
Yeah,
You have to be in the weight room.
have
That's
to.
why, that's
Yeah,
why.
Roger was then when he came in, and then when we came in, that he got bigger.
Well, with quarterbacks, it's different. You know,
A little different.
you really don't want them. It's more legs with the quarterbacks. You know, they got to have a strong base. If they start lifting weights, it's gonna mess up their throwing power. You know, they're not gonna have the accuracy. It's gonna be off. They might throw like you look at Dak. Dak when that year Dak got big and strong. What did he do? He started overthrowing the receivers that one year, putting too much mustard on the ball. You know what I mean? Aaron Aaron just worked on his legs. That's
Mm.
all Aaron did. Squat. You know what I'm saying? He just stayed squatting because he know that if he got a strong base, he can make any throw he can. He can make any throw. That's why you look at Patrick Mahomes, he still look like the same size, but his legs look bigger.
And
Yeah.
look, that's probably why Rodgers, even though he might not come back, why he was kind of almost scheduled to come back. They said he's cleared now, but they
Yeah.
say, you know, they might not play him. But for him to do that, he had to have a lower base that was kind of incredible. So yeah, he probably
Yeah.
worked on his legs a lot.
Look at Aaron Rodgers' calves. Got big, massive calves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
He
say he
likes
got
to have
big hands too.
yeah, big hands too. That's what you really want your quarterback to have. Big hands, kind of a big frame. That's
If
why
his
Josh
calves were
Allen
so
is
big,
so
then how did he get those calf injuries then? Oh, those are just like from bad luck.
yeah, it's
Physical
a
game,
physical
bro. It is
game. You
300
getting hit,
pounds, you know.
you
Yeah.
getting hit, you know what I'm saying? You going through drills, something might get tweaked, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bakhtiari
Being
kills me. Got hurt, not during the game, during the
in
practice.
practice. You
Come
Yeah.
know, like
on.
remember Jordy Nelson's ACL tear. It was a non-contact injury on him just, pivoting off of his foot wrong. Tore his
Yeah.
shit up. You know what I
Did
mean?
Brett Favre got like 20 concussions too, something like that? And I think he said Brett Favre said he got like 20 some concussions and he
He
played.
probably had more and they just
Probably
didn't
had
track
more
him
than
back
that.
then like that. Yeah, come on.
Brett Favre used to run the ball out of the backfield and try to dive with his head forward and get hit. He never would slide.
Hey,
He would never try to get out of bounds.
he had 4 concussions just on that Saints game. And it is sad that was the Bounty Saints. So you
Yeah,
can tell that it was Bounty. I felt, I hated them at that time, but when I seen them getting up a couple times, I'm like, damn, that's Brett.
they was
Brett
man,
Favre's
killed him.
tough, man. Like
They
Brett
they was
killed
Favre
him.
pick,
is a
Clotheslining
tough
him.
son of a gun, man.
man, they
Like
was picking Brett's body, lifeless, limp body off
like
the ground, and
you have to
I
like
felt
carefully
bad.
bring him
he
down.
was
I felt
he was
bad.
hunching over to the huddle like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah, me too, man.
9 routes,
First time I
everybody,
felt
9
bad for
routes.
him the whole time.
Yeah, but he got what he deserved though, going to the Vikings though. I mean, just because it's the Vikings, like, come on,
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, man.
you know.
Yeah, we got 3 more games left, man. 3
Yeah,
more.
man. See, I'm taking it game by
Hey,
game.
one more. This is like a wild card question, or it ain't got to be one more. I ain't doing shit, but one wild card thing that happened. Okay, Favre went to the Jets. It didn't work out. He retired, did whatever he did, went to another team. Does Aaron have the audacity again? I think he got house money with the Jets for 1 year, but if it don't work out there, you think he'll actually go somewhere else to a possible Minnesota team?
I think he's gonna. I don't know, man. I mean, I think he's. Well, I think now, like,
People talking about trying to fire Saleh, but does that work against Rodgers? Are Saleh and Rodgers a package deal with Nathaniel Hackett? Like, how is this going to work? It didn't go good.
You saw him on the sideline today, man. Like you saw him pissed off and rolling his eyes and shaking his head on the
Yeah,
sideline.
yeah, I
Like,
seen that.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
like Rodgers looked like
Aaron was
he's like,
hot. Aaron
At
was
like
what
hot.
plays? At plays?
Well, Zach Wilson got
he
hurt.
got concussed.
He got concussed out of the game, and they had to bring in I forget, I don't know who the quarterback they brought in, and that dude.
Well, Daniel Hackett's bad, man. Like he's not doing good over there. That's the OC.
Well,
Why they get rid of
I'm not
LaFleur, the
gonna
little
say
LaFleur?
I'm not gonna say Nathaniel Hackett is bad. Nathaniel
It's not his
Hackett
offense.
Nathaniel Hackett doesn't the quarterbacks that he's dealt with after Aaron Rodgers going to the Broncos, Russell Wilson was still running Seattle plays in the huddle. He wasn't even using Nathaniel Hackett's play. He was calling his own shit. That's what the media is not telling everybody. We not running that. We're going to run this. We're going to do the Russell Wilson scramble drill. On 3, ready, break. That's what he was doing. He just run
Yeah.
out there and get beat up.
You could tell.
Nathaniel Hackett's offense only works for the quarterback who's trying to understand it. And that's what Aaron does. He understands Hackett's offense. He knows the nuances of it. He knows the ins and outs of it. It
So it's
works.
kind of like Gase and Peyton.
Look at the seasons he had under it.
Hey,
He
KH,
won 2
back to the
MVPs under Hackett's under Hackett's
Yeah.
offense.
Yeah, but he
hey,
was
KH,
calling
back
plays
to the
on Matt
rig.
LaFleur
Hey,
call plays.
back to the rig. The refs, they're not employees of the NFL, are they? Aren't they on a separate contract?
No, they hired by the NFL. That's why if you say anything about a ref, you get fined. Same thing in the NBA. You say anything about a ref, you say anything about the refs, you get fined. They are strictly under the NFL. The NFL hires
Okay,
them. They getting paid $200,000 a year. Remember, they getting paid more. They getting paid
okay.
more money. You know what I'm saying? And they dictate the game. How many times have you seen a late flag come out after a play? Oh,
Yeah,
4th down. Oh, wait a minute, guys. There's a
I
flag.
mean,
And then the
Yep.
it
camera
could
Yep.
be,
pans to a flag
it could be
laying around
because of
in
the,
the third row of the stadium. Oh, there goes
it could be
flag in the
because of
third
the late,
row.
the coach. It could be because of the coaches reacting. They'll look at the coach like, all right, we'll give him this one. I don't
You
know,
And
you know.
remember?
then and
You
then
remember?
sometimes
Last year.
when the refs make bad calls,
Yeah.
they give you a call at the wrong scenario, the wrong timing. You be like, how y'all giving them a flag now?
I've noticed.
It's
Tom
15
Brady.
seconds left in the
Tom
game.
Brady,
Hey,
like, the
but
last drive of the.
that could be human error too. Hey, that could be human error. Just me. If I do something shitty to somebody and I didn't really kind of mean to, shit, I'm gonna give him a little joint or something. I'm gonna go give him a little 6-pack just on you know.
I don't think
Yeah.
So
all
they
the
might be
games are
doing it
rigged.
that way.
I don't think all the games are rigged. I just think that some of the games that have high implications for certain teams to be where they need to be put at, as far as ranking and division and conference. Yeah, I think some of the games be kind of just like, yeah, that's a funny game right there I just witnessed. You know,
Do you think before the season, do you think they have the team who they are going to crown as the winner, the top 2 teams, or does what the teams do? And it's like, how does that work out for you? What you think?
I think they have an idea of who might be, the Super Bowl champion, but just based off of what happens within the season, you know what I'm saying? As far as injuries, um, teams not performing like they thought they were going to perform. That's why you have all of these networks with these predictions before the season start and how they think each division is going to be, to give everybody who's watching and who's betting an idea of what to look for potentially down the road. That's why you got the Eagles still good. That's why you have the Kansas City Chiefs still good. That's why you have some up and coming teams that are surprising you, like last year, like the Seattle Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? Because of the Geno Smith story, like the storylines. If a team has a
But
great
they ain't winning no
storyline,
Super Bowl.
I'm just saying that the storylines for certain teams can lead up to them teams being in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like
Or to
that's
keep
why they
their fan
have
bases interested.
you said what?
Or to keep their fan bases interested.
Yeah, that too. That's why you have all of the betting odds for the Super Bowl. You got the Kansas City Chiefs. You got the Dallas Cow. That's why they have the betting odds. And if you look at the betting odds, those teams are still there. Those teams that they had going to the Super Bowl are still there. Chiefs, Cowboys, Eagles, Buffalo Bills, the teams that they've been talking about all season having a chance to win a Super Bowl, they are still in those odds today. You know what I'm saying? You might have had a couple of teams that might have dropped out, you know what I'm saying, that might have had a chance to, be a Super Bowl contending team. But for the most part, the main cast of teams that the NFL are the NFL is promoting to be in the Super Bowl, they still there. They still there. 49ers, still there. You know what I'm saying? Eagles, still there. Chiefs, still there.
So what role would
Ravens,
the
still there.
owners play? The actual owners paying all these cats these kind of money. Are they in on it?
Well, that's the reason why they have the owners meeting. Who benefits the most this year, guys? Who got a new stadium coming out in the next few seasons, man? Oh, you got the Buffalo Bills. They got a big giant stadium they building. You know, the Chicago Bears, they got to stay in the news. They got a big stadium they building outside of Arlington that they finna build. So be looking for. That's why the Bears got 2 of the top draft picks in the draft, because they need some asses in them seats in them stadiums. So it's all a money grab. It's all a big conglomerate. Just think about it. Who provided the infrastructure for SoFi to be built?
Jerry.
There you go. Jerry Jones. Look at the Dallas Cowboys. They good.
But Jerry's not okay. Jerry
got a home playoff game.
Jerry, Robert Kraft, a couple other owners are different from other owners. Can we agree to that? It's a club within a club.
Right.
Your boy is the outsider with Jacksonville. You know, so like, you know,
right.
So, you know,
you're right. Yeah,
but that makes sense.
Then you look at the Raiders, one of the poorest teams in the NFL. They move them to Vegas. Now they worth $2 billion. They wasn't worth $1 billion. The Raiders wasn't worth $1 billion. They was worth like 800-some million.
That was bad ownership, bro. They had the shield, you know, just like the Packers had the shield. That's why we always top 3 in sales or whatever, our jerseys, just our franchise. You know, it could be bad owners. It's just like any little corner store. I see a store open and close in 3 months. I'm like, damn, bro, you didn't even, you know. So like some owners, they got what it takes to handle their own business, and some just don't. So that's why I'm trying to say, like, if it was put together, I think they'll get a smaller people a little more love. They blatantly, and then again, I would think a team like a San Francisco would have gotten one by now, especially with this monster teams they've had. Just certain, you know, certain thing keeps me sane with that.
You're right, but you want to know the reason why San Francisco ain't got a ring yet? Because they fan base is gonna keep supporting them no matter what the hell happens. Same thing with
they got
Cowboys.
The stadium, even though it's wore out now.
Same thing with the Cowboys. They not worried about the Cowboys. They don't care about the Cowboys. Right?
They ain't gonna give Jerry one before he go.
They might get it this year.
I can't see that.
Get it this year. They
ain't got enough for me.
Hey, it don't matter if they got enough. Remember the Eagles didn't have enough to get to the damn championship. But look who they had to play in the playoffs. The Giants and a hurt Brock Purdy.
It's looking like Frisco and Ravens to me right now.
Hey, remember I said that, Bernard?
It's early.
I said the Ravens? Remember I said the Ravens, Bernard?
But losing Andrews hurts.
The last live, I was like, I think the Ravens might have a chance to get there.
The Super Bowl.
Hey, the guy who replaced Andrews is not bad, but losing Andrews, that was their heart.
Lamar Jackson hasn't really done well in the postseason, though. Like,
I know, but he got Zay Flowers. Odell Beckham been scoring touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Odell Beckham been killing niggas the last few weeks.
It's been a crazy year, man. It's been crazy.
So who you got in the AFC, Bernard? Who you got coming out of AFC? Chiefs?
Nah, no. I think the Chiefs are gonna take a step back this year. I think that they're gonna. I just don't think it's the year this year. Maybe next year.
They saying that now. They want you, bro. They want y'all to think that now. I'm sounding like KH. Hey, they want y'all to think that about the Chiefs now. Chiefs gonna come back and make a run. They might be in.
That's
what they're gonna be in the AFC Championship for sure. I say you that. I say you that.
You're right. That's exactly
what it's a shocker.
They're gonna go on the road and beat somebody.
It's just a shocker here. I'm gonna go with the Miami Dolphins.
They're not ready yet.
I'm gonna go to Miami Dolphins.
They can't beat the Eagles.
They got to play the Cowboys next week.
Ooh. Hey, Tariq missed this game. I'm glad I had a fantasy football bye week on, but hey, hopefully he played the next game. When I heard that news, I'm like, damn, I looked it up. I had a bye. So, I'm in first place in both my leagues. But anyway.
It's a toss up to me on the AFC. I'm kind of leaning towards either the Chiefs or the Ravens. Either or they might both meet up in the AFC Championship game. You never know. But my underdog, well, my dark horse is the Buffalo Bills. Just what they did to this to the Cowboys tonight, especially when you got James Cook running like he running, and you taking running responsibilities out of Josh Allen's hands and letting the running back do what he's supposed to do.
Hey, KH.
But
they have to, though. At any time of this year, Buffalo has to at this point. They are on the brink of losing their coach. This was supposed to be a whole remodeled Buffalo, a team who's supposed to be fighting for the AFC supremacy, and they haven't done it. So they backs are against the walls. It's been for a while, so they have to play like that.
That's why I had them beating the Dallas Cowboys today.
What's up with Von Miller? He coming back?
When you beat on your pregnant wife,
hey, you see her though?
I mean, hey, this is what happens when you put a baby in a stripper, man. You met her in a strip club and you knocked her up. This is the type of stuff you're gonna be dealing with, man. You
and regret it years later.
One thing I've learned about strippers, they're very independent. And if you try to take their independence from them, this is the kind of stuff that's gonna happen, man. These girls
and niggas
money.
Most niggas be possessive and want to take the independence away. They want to take care. They want to make sure they in control of everything.
Exactly, especially if you messing with a stripper that's been making her money on her own for a while, and then you step in with your bread and think that you heard Cardi to control her. It's not gonna work.
And you heard Cardi go off on Offset. She's like, nigga, I don't care. I'm done now.
Yeah, exactly.
She said, you ain't about to keep lying to me. She said, I'm out.
Exactly. When you dealing with a woman that know how to make her own bread, it ain't really shit you can tell them, man. It don't matter how much money you got as a man, millions and billions of dollars. If that woman been making her own money and know how to get out there and hustle,
right?
Hey, you ain't shit you can tell her, man.
And they said that. Look, I don't know. Hey, we done turned this to a gossip site. Hey, they said Rihanna, she was dating a billionaire at some point, but obviously billion wasn't enough for her. She went with my boy ASAP, and now they love each other. They seem like they doing good and stuff. So it ain't all about money if a girl's still getting her bag.
Because he understands his role. Rocky understands his role. He know that his girl can handle her business. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't gonna try to step on her toes when it come to making money. He just gonna fall back and hold the kids.
And bro, Offset doing it on some dumb shit. Hey, Offset doing it on dumb shit too. Like she accepted you and your kids and everything, and you still tripping, bro. I'd have been like, all right, I'm throwing the towel in. I got it. I got everything.
Well, when it comes to Offset and Cardi B, you got to understand Offset comes from a background of dealing with ratchet women. So
you got to stop at some point.
Exactly. But see, this is the thing with Cardi B. She went from being ratchet to corporate. You know what I'm saying? And Offset is not used to that. He met you being ratchet, and now you're trying to clean up your act. That's why he put out that video. She talking about she don't cook and she don't clean. Look at her ass cooking and cleaning. He know her. He know Cardi B. He knows she ain't no corporate.
Is Kanye West is still with the call? Is Kanye West is still with Kim Kardashian?
Nah, he got a new wife.
When you put a black man on child support, he pretty much done with the woman that did him like that.
For sure.
Once you put a black man on support, he ain't dealing with that woman no more. That's why Kim is crying. I wish I had Kanye back. Kanye done moved on. He ain't trying to be dealing with that family no more. Like he'd rather deal with the visitation instead of putting up with Kim Kardashian.
You see, Lamar went. I'm sorry to say, he went back to the little vices, fucking with them. It's like, damn, bro, it was probably too easy to access for real. It was probably right there on the table.
Oh, and no disrespect to the women out there. No disrespect to the women out there. Some of y'all are some good women, but
a lot of them.
Majority of y'all ain't shit. And I'm just being honest. Some of y'all women are good out there. Some of y'all are great. But majority of the women out there ain't shit.
Definitely.
And you will know if your woman is worth it, because you'll never leave her. You'll stay by her side. That's why I'm single now. Because the girl that I was with wasn't shit. No disrespect to you.
KH, I thought that was the one.
I thought it was too, but I know my
Oh,
worth.
we gotta have a whole nother show about that.
I know my worth as a man. I know my worth as a man, and I'm not gonna tolerate no damn disrespect, especially uh, um a woman that's gonna lose her shit because I'm going to a football game. You don't have to go everywhere with me.
KH, it's the era, bro.
It
It's
was
the
my
era.
vacation. It was my
Instagram.
football palooza weekend, not yours.
Hey, they look at other people how they living and wanna, oh, I can't do that, girl. This and they looking at the
And I
internet for
hope
that.
she watching, because it was my weekend, mine. Your ass wasn't gonna spend no damn $700 on no football ticket. That's why you didn't go. But
Yeah,
we in a
this is
peaceful
why
place.
I'm
Hey, I had to change it up, man. I
this
had to
is why
Baby, I
I'm
miss you.
single
be a
and
little,
Miss
I'm
you a
you
lot,
know.
glad
baby. Just get
single
back with me,
because
please, baby. I
I
miss you. Can we
can't be
work
dealing
this
with
out?
no.
Can we work this thing out? Can we work? I miss you, baby. I miss you. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, this is why I'm
Hey, it's
single
rough though.
because
Hey, it's
I
rough.
can't be
Hey,
dealing
that's
with
a rough
women.
thing. That's a rough thing to go through, man. For real.
And
Ain't
that's
nothing
another
easy
thing
about
too.
that.
I've been dealing with this breakup, but it's for the best. It's for the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm saving a lot more money.
Of
Um,
course.
Yeah,
but happy holidays to you. I hope it's all great. I hope it's good. but
yeah,
yeah, man.
I'm good being. Yeah, I'm good being by myself, man. I don't need no woman. It's bad enough that I got my mom nagging me, and I don't need no girl beside me nagging me too. So
You
Well,
still need it. You still need it.
well,
It's a
the
good need.
TR crazy. TR crazy. I just picked what he was saying in the comments.
Oh,
I just knew what he said about the syrup. Yeah, I still got plenty of that, man. I didn't use it all yet. You know, I got to save some for the next victim. But when it comes to women, man, as men, we really don't know how to pick the right one. We don't. We don't. We usually go
we
about
picked the one that we lust for.
yes. Yes, a lot of the times it's lust, and that's how my relationship started off. It started off in lust, and I'm not afraid to admit that. Um, it started off as a one night stand at an Airbnb party, and then it turned into a relationship, and we both really didn't take the chance to figure each other out. You know, we just kind of jumped into this relationship, and it was good. It was fun. Um, but then after a while, you start really seeing the traits of the person you dealing with and how they operate. And at my age, you know, about to turn 42, I'm trying to
You
have,
don't want to groom.
yeah, and my girlfriend was young. She was like damn near 11 years younger than me. You know what I'm saying? 32. You know what I'm saying? So 31, 32. So she still has some growing up to do. And I was in a place where I just wanted peace of mind, zero tolerance for bullshit. You know what I mean? Just want to be peaceful, kick back, relax, chill, we have fun. And she was just one of them chicks that still living in her youthful days, want to keep drama going. And, you know, who is this
That
bitch
internet,
on
bro.
social
The internet
media?
is toxic.
Who is this bitch on Twitter?
Oh yeah.
have y'all gotten married before? Oh, y'all too? Or I never been married.
Nah,
Shit.
nah, I'm afraid.
Legally.
I want my mom. I would love for my mom to see me walk down the aisle, you know, and get married, but I don't have the patience for marriage. I just don't. I get bored real easily. It might be 6 months. into the marriage, and I'll be already, hey, you need to sign this divorce papers, bitch.
Hey, but bro, okay, but like, what
I don't want to
would
do
it
this
take
no
though?
more.
Hey, what would
You
it
can lay
take
in
though?
my
What if she
home.
did? What if she did everything you wanted her to? What if she looked bad as hell, stayed in shape, and she cooked every night? Like what? Like what would what would change your mind about that?
It's not that. It's more me. It's more me. Like
They got to get to know you. They got to get to know you. Maybe y'all don't need to. Maybe y'all need to live in a separate place or something.
we was living in a separate place. She had her own spot. I had my own spot, and I got
Oh,
her coming over here, occupying my space with her bullshit. To the point I was like, look, you got to leave. You're no longer welcome here no more, because I told you, when you come over here, this is a place of peace. Don't bring none of that shit you got. Who is this chick off of Instagram? I don't know. Who is
so
this
she
chick
like
off of Twitter? I
she
don't
go
know.
through
I
her
don't
stuff.
even follow these people. You know what I'm saying? I don't even follow these people. Like, what are you talking about? And it's just, I got tired of that. I don't got time to be dealing. Oh,
I can't
AJ,
even
what's
have
good,
one.
AJ? Shout out to AJ, man. Shout out to AJ.
AJ, what up?
Hey, Dave, what's the word? What's the word?
Shout out to Zane.
Uh,
Shout out to Zane.
Zane.
What's good with
Zane in the
y'all?
house.
Yeah, bad loss, but always a Packer for life. Kraft and Wicks look special. Yeah, they did today. They really
I agree.
did good today.
We could work with that.
Yeah, it's just that, this team just needs
A new DC.
a lot of things.
Hey, I would say a new play caller too, bro.
Yeah.
Fresh, new, young. I mean, but again, it's Matt LaFleur's playbook. I don't know if you're gonna have him study yours or have him come
Hey,
in. So it's way more difficult. You can't just swap out how you think you need to swap out. I mean, it's still his playbook unless he just brings in a whole new overhaul. I don't know.
hey, at this point in time, after dealing with Rodgers for 4 years, now we with Jordan Love. I believe next year or maybe this year, Matt LaFleur's playbook might be outdated.
For
Probably.
real.
Because I'm looking at Sean McVay, and he running the ball a lot more than he did. I was so pissed off he wasn't throwing the ball to Puka Nacua today. Like, throw the ball to Puka.
Right. So they messed you up.
I mean, Puka still got me 10 fantasy points, but that one Cooper Kupp play for that big time touchdown, I wish that would have been Puka, man. God damn it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, what's good, AJ? Yeah, he right. The culture's got to change. No matter how many DCs we've had, it's always been a problem. Yeah, he's right. But this
But the
is only our
problem
second
is,
DC since Don Capers.
but we get the same kind of guys though. They're similar kind of guys. That's what the problem is. It looks like so familiar to us because Capers is like Pettin 1.0, and then Pettin is like, that's what it is.
Yeah, Patton, Don Capers. I forgot about Patton. Yeah, it's just the
Yeah,
same.
same tree.
His run defense was terrible, man. You remember that San Francisco game when they went for 285 rushing yards on us, man? Oh,
Hey, that's how Tommy freaking DeVito looked last week.
Right.
yo, God,
So happy the damn Giants lost today.
we are just
My prayers was answered.
I can't stand Giant fans, man. Giant fans are so cocky and God.
Yeah, them is pretty much the same people, man.
That tends to happen. In games, AJ, when
You fall behind.
catch up. When you got to play catch up, you got to throw.
Yeah. When you're down,
I mean,
because you're trying to get yourself back into the game.
Look at the Cowboys. They as soon as the game got out of hand at halftime, they was in 4-minute offense for the rest of the game.
Yeah,
for real.
They was in 4-minute offense trying to play catch up.
You usually run the ball when you like tied or you like up ahead to run out the clock.
We need to do more 2-minute offense anyway.
I mean, Jordan Love keeps saying we gotta play fast.
Right there.
Remember page that Jordan Love said we gotta play fast and up tempo because that's what they play. They play,
and that's what I've been saying. Jordan Love has been saying it for the whole season. Play up tempo football.
And this ain't Rodgers, Lazard, Cobb. Like we got cats that could play up tempo. We need to be, the first, especially on the first drive, get their defense tired. Like LaFleur could change some things.
Think about it. Let's go back to the Lions game. What did Matt LaFleur say after we won that game? Hey Matt, so what was the drop of that first play to Christian Watson? Well, the night before the game, I called Jordan Love, and I kind of wanted to change that play up, but he said no. He said no. We gonna run that play. So Matt LaFleur is telling us that he's timid with the big time play calls. He's timid at the big shot play calls. Did he call any
Nick,
today?
what up?
Did he call any big shot play calls today down the field? I guess the one to Tucker Kraft.
Yeah,
that was nice. But that kind of, if I remember, that kind of would look like it was some off schedule almost. But we'll see.
Hey,
Matt,
probably wasn't because of the play
Matt
call.
loves them jet sweeps, man.
Maybe you're right. Higher point of view. We need a new play caller. Maybe you're right.
For real? Hey, even if it's the same playbook, have a dude with a different sequence. Like, again, like you said, and again, I know as an avid Madden player, but I don't have no excuse. I'll be drunk and high playing Madden. I would literally call the same play 3 times in a row just because I'm in autopilot. So I know it ain't like that with really coaching, but call shit every now and then. He called that same play against the Giants, bro. How many times, bro? It worked twice. Thank God it worked twice, but he went to it like 5 times, bro.
Hey, man. Matt LaFleur, man. I mean, you only can you call the plays with the talent you have, man. And
that's right too. That's right too.
Whatever this offense is comfortable with, we're running that week. If they run it, they scheming it up in practice, and it's working against the decoy defense, or what they think the defense is gonna run against them that week, and it's working in practice or walkthroughs or whatever they looking at on film, or whatever Jordan Love likes within the play calling or the script that they gonna have wrote down for the first 20 plays, 15 plays of the game. That's what they run with. And then when it's not working, what do? You start just randomly picking plays that we did 3 games ago, plays
and
that worked
even like
the first month.
2-point conversions. Hey, when it comes to 2-point conversions, that's something you should automatically, like, when you're going for 2, you ought to have at least 2 plays, 1 passing and 1 running that you like to do when you go on first and go. Like, I just don't see that. They doing too much thinking. We are number 2 in the NFL and fucking delay of games because they don't know. They it's all good, man.
And Nicholas, hey, you might be right. Maybe Matt LaFleur might be overwhelmed in some of these games.
Nick got a point. He just needs to maybe oversee things. Hey, give input on plays, do your thing. It might be still your playbook, but you need to worry about why the defense is doing what they're doing too. You need to be up over there and Joe Barry's ass or whoever the next coordinator is, just walk by, say, I'm just saying to see what's up, what's going on with this, what's going on with that. He don't have time to do that now because he's thinking about the next play, and that's too much for him right now. Mike McCarthy did it. He stepped back a couple years, gave up the play call, and then what happened? Went back to Dallas, refreshed mind, new offense, knew his shit was outdated, knew he got complacent with Aaron Rodgers and 4 good receivers, and now he's doing better, and he's a Super Bowl contender. And that's why I'm saying Matt LaFleur still has it.
Dak Prescott said Mike McCarthy fixed his footwork. I mean, he said he fixed his footwork, and Dak has been playing on a tear.
He's been playing better.
Our screen game is trash. I agree with that.
Horrible. We got a couple. The Kraft one was nice, but we need better running back screens. But again, we need guys who can do it. Patrick Taylor can't do it. AJ Dillon isn't the best to do it. Dillon could get you a dump off and a check down, but a screen is a whole different kind of movement. We ain't got the guys right now.
We
Tyler Goodson could do it. Kylan Hill could do it.
Yep. Aaron Jones can do it. It's just when you start making other players that don't have that responsibility, or they are not being engaged in games to do a specific job, that's the kind of results you're gonna get. It's not gonna be a positive result. We don't see AJ Dillon catching screen passes. We don't see Patrick Taylor out there catching screen passes, and then when he does catch a screen pass on
-3,
you know what I mean. And then if he does get a lane down the sideline, he's not getting out of bounds to stop the clock. That's why he been in the hot seat. That's why he didn't even that and all of that goes back to what, guys? Coaching, 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 coaching.
And that's also like a scapegoat thing, because you can have a Wicks kind of messing up a little bit because he learning and you need him. You can
Right.
have these other cats messing up, but when you come in off the practice squad and we really need you, all the lights is on you, Patrick Taylor. That's why I don't think he's gonna be back around.
Hey,
We've
he might
kept him
not
for a
be.
couple of years, but we're gonna draft a running back, bro, for sure, bro. We
I
need
mean,
one of these new age running backs.
we drafted Lou Nichols the third, but I haven't been hearing anything about the guy. I don't know. I don't even know if he's still on the team.
At all. I mean, like a premium pick. But what do
I
you
feel
think?
you.
Was that rumor true about us trying to get Jonathan Taylor, or was it not? Because they said we was trying to offer something, but I'm like, what money we got to pay him?
Yeah, we were trying to get Jonathan Taylor, but they were asking for Christian Watson in return. And Goot was like, I'm not giving away Christian Watson, man.
Man, we should have did it, not for real.
Especially on the deal that Christian Watson is on, because this is his second year, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
His contract ends next year. Next year is his last.
I thought he had one more.
No, he was a second round
Cause he
pick.
second rounder. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Second rounder.
pick. That's why he held out
Right,
for a
right, right,
small
right,
period of time, because the whole knee scope, and he wanted more upfront money on his bonus, on his signing bonus. He was the only one that got more upfront money on the signing bonus over the rest of the rookies that came in that year.
right. He held out. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
so he got one more year. Campbell had the worst game, couldn't cover anything. I think we got 2 more years with Devondre Campbell off
But
his.
they do say if we release him, we would get a good hit
Yeah,
to our cap or something, something good. But
and
hey, he's still coming back from injury, and I believe we asked him to do too much. He shouldn't have been guarding receivers out there, or even like
right.
tight ends to a degree. He only need to be guarding running backs. Quay, yeah, put him on a tight end, but sometimes they shift it. It just, he working back from injury, but I think he's still valuable, especially in the red zone.
Oh yeah. Devondre Campbell, I would hate to see him go, because we just fixed his damn linebacker position, man. I mean, we didn't dealt with
Barely.
the linebacker position for so damn long, dealing with Blake Martinez and putting uh, uh, Clay Matthews back there, and he couldn't do it, and all of these goofy dudes that just couldn't carry the weight of the Oren Burks, who over there with the
Yep.
49ers now, and just like
Safety slash linebacker. I'm like, how
yeah,
you got that combination?
wasting all these draft picks on the middle linebacker position. But soon as we bring Z Smith over here and Preston Smith, now we get an idea of getting a good linebacker, which turned out to be Devondre Campbell. And then we go and get Quay Walker, who's been outstanding, just have a couple of hiccups as a young player so far. So we can't really just, be too on him too hard, because he has played great for the Packers so far since he's been a first round pick. So losing Devondre Campbell, I think it'll kind of set us back. But I do have faith in McDuffie. I like the way McDuffie plays. I mean, Kobe Wooden, is another guy that really stood out. And I forget the other linebacker we got. But at least Goop has a real good, keen eye as far as when it comes to drafting linebackers, because they all been pretty good. They all been pretty good to me. It's just that Goop got to fix the defensive line a little bit, straighten out the secondary, get some better nickel corners.
Bro, Stokes and Jair being out is just killer. That's two positions that
too.
I would love to see how they work together.
That too. Yeah, that too. That's been the struggle.
At
Having
least he was in there. He was getting burnt and stuff, but at least he was in there.
yeah, having two high drafted corners that's just not healthy is, but at least Goop did, some great drafting of picking up some guys that can fill the void a little bit. They might not be to our liking as fans, but Valentine has really impressed me this year. He's really impressed me.
He has. I think we missing that defensive end, bro. When's the last time we really had one? Aaron Catman. Like, when's the last time we really had one? I was like, okay, Kabir Biamila. Like we was Kingsley Kinky. We had Dean Lowry. We had Tyler Lancaster. Like, bro,
Right.
where's our DN game at? Like, for real, where has it been, bro?
On a snap count.
For real.
On a snap count. I'm like, damn, when is Preston Smith gonna play over damn near 30 plays?
Right.
Dude was only playing like 18 plays a game.
Oh, we're trying to keep him fresh.
Man.
And he probably the best run defender we got as far as sealing the edge.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We just the interior of the defensive line is terrible. You know, I don't understand why the Green Bay Packers tried to give Kenny Clark some help, but you know, even Aiden Kenny Clark with help is like he's regressing.
More
Like,
big boys though. We need more big boys. We getting like, you know, athletic kind of guys. We need a big hog. I mean, I know Slayton is there, but we got him what 6th, 7th round. Like we ain't expecting him to do that, but he's good at what he's doing. But Slayton ain't the answer there. You know, he's good on run defense and not the goal line. But man, we need another hog, bro. Look at these defensive lines out here.
I mean, the even though I think Devontae White might be a little undersized for a defensive lineman. Of course,
And he is.
was trying to pair the Georgia guys together. You know, I noticed that a lot in that draft, that a lot of teams was trying to pair the Georgia defensive guys together on the same team. You look at the Eagles, they got Nakobe Dean, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis. You know what I'm saying? They got 3 Bulldogs, and those guys haven't even really, you know, lived up to the potential. Yeah, same thing with Lucas Van Ness. Like maybe it's taking Lucas some time to try to grasp the scheme, and a lot of the reasons why we haven't seen enough of him because he's not getting the chances.
Exactly. Physicality too. He's getting used to the physicality though,
Right.
but again, he's not getting the chances. And again, shout out to JJ55 Ngabari. You know, I think he's a good rotational guy. He made a good play today, but you know, I would like to see more LVN in him at the edge rushing.
Right. And
he's a playmaker. You just need more plays from him.
And plus, we have to look at this too. This is how Matt LaFleur and Joe Barry have been operating the young talent that they have been getting on the team. This is how they've been operating the young talent. Little to
Project
no snap count, not giving them enough chances to get out there and play. But you look at all these other teams across the board, they got all their young guys playing, man.
Right away. First year, right away.
And these dudes are not even putting them on no doggone kickoff and punt return and special teams. They putting them in actual game situations.
And look at Slim Reaper. You would think he'd be hurt as much as Christian Watson. He's smaller and has a smaller frame. He been balling, bro, since he been there early on.
Exactly.
Come on. We got to look at our strength and conditioning program. We have to, bro. We have to do something. We got to get these guys eating different something. Seriously.
For real.
I'm gonna jump off, man. I'm tired. I'm gonna hit this sack.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we about to end it now because my battery just popped up talking about you got 20%, bro. Yep. So yeah, y'all could give y'all last thoughts. We'll start off with you, Bernard.
No, I just look, it's embarrassing loss, but hey, you just got to move on next week. Hopefully, we can talk about a win next week, but let's see what happens. I'm going, like I said, I'm going week by week with this team, and let's hope they can go out there and figure something out.
Right. You, what you got our point of view?
Hey, first of all, thank you guys for allowing me to come on. Number 2, go Pack, go. Number 3, let's enjoy the Packers. Let's enjoy football. It's like a few weeks left, bro. In the middle of the summer, we're going to be starving. We're going to be, let's enjoy just watching this shit throughout the rest of the way. And, if we're going to be there, we are meant to be there. And if not, then we are not. Okay. So that's all I got on that.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I think this was probably one of the best lives I've been on in a long time. Just seeing a lot of old and familiar faces pop up in the comments. AJ, Zane, Nicholas, TR, Big Nate, um,
My folks too.
yeah, Patrice. What's her name? Patrice, right?
Goldberg, yeah.
Yeah, Patrice Goldberg. Really appreciate you stopping by. Um, yeah, I Packer fan 12. Yeah, man, everybody that tuned in, really appreciate it. Let's keep supporting this team, man. You know, this is a young football team. They got a lot to learn, and a lot to grow from. It's not the season we all expected to see, especially in today's game. But we just have to be just stay the course, man. Stay the course with rooting for this team, and hopefully when it's all said and done, we get the big payoff, and that's winning the damn Super Bowl. So let's keep that as the main goal, because that's what we are. We are the architects of winning Super Bowls. We are the greatest football team in sports history, the Green Bay Packers. And all you other teams out there, don't y'all fucking forget that. Ever. Lombardi name is on the damn trophy. So whoever win the damn Super Bowl this year, we got a piece of that ass on there. So with that being said, man, I thank Higher Point of View. I thank you for stopping by, bruh. Bernard, as always, bro.
Anytime.
This is MTC moving the chains. I'm gonna probably I'm gonna chop it up with Higher Point of View, so we can get into some basketball talk these damn Lakers. And with that
Definitely.
being said, man, before we end the show, we always got to give y'all a go pack go. We'll see y'all next week, MTC. Be looking forward to that. And hopefully we can have some more guests on. Higher Point of View, feel free to come back anytime. Yeah, man, I really appreciate you stopping by. Me and Bernard, really thank you for that, man. So yeah, we out of here, y'all.
Go Pack.
Make sure to tune in tomorrow to the Wake and Pack with Higher Point of View. I will be in the chat talking my shit. So yeah, y'all be looking forward to that, man. It's some real good analysis of the Green Bay Packers, and his football acumen is up there, man. So yeah, man, tune in to Higher Point of View, and we out of here, y'all. Thank
Appreciate
y'all.
that.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out.